wabere na wo kwa adwuma fa saa adwene 2-3 wabere na trotro driver wo fa okaki wo ba ba spakika wo no mate fa saa adwene 2-3 say be pie no wo to me nya. And you see, I'm saying this based on what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to me here. Many thought it was impossible for West African countries to unite, rally behind one goal, one purpose. But John Dramani Mahama, Nanseyan Yetono Swaba, Nanseyan Wadin Kunim, Nanseyan no Swaiche Ghana for, Nanseyan na Washington Nabai, Wagusha Washington, Watu Kwan Nanuya, Wakoba Ya, and the other nature what the Baya was a mede, Asuja Naba, but then Kabom Naba, but then she said, Pa, a baby mine Atoya, Atoya, yes, a baby mine Atoya, West African, a yes, Aboriginal, San Kabom Naba, my na so na yenya tumi bi na yetibe di ehudwa no eno na mede nam eno beti eye honorable Felix Osukwache nenka wa bra one nsantwefo ekasa anura ensem okan obete oh yes. And it is in that spirit that I'm telling you that there is nothing in this world that you cannot do. And now, Obrempona me share United States of America. Obuso mo ye vetting, na me ho mo vetting. Na said na your friend say John F Kennedy ni ya be no ne ba said ye si toto na no any questions and ye bisa no. I watch it and I look at the ye wa me bisa me say what is the purpose of the vetting? No, what is the purpose of the vetting? Vetting no ye wa Ghana ha no ye the best settle scores. No, US for no so more scores class settle. Yes. Questions so mu bisa no. It is based on nia onia kwane kwakwaye. It is backed with facts, research. Research also what dying to do with graphics and when the chi was a check when I can was the high mina mekai no we jina so the bisa question. And I'm pointing out to something. United States for America for no moja na for mumuno and we be na fire mu Ghana ano. So what they are doing we can do even more than that. So why we play it? No, sana mimi hunu die course one. I think you can up your game. Ebi amenkwa na medwensa. Minim de obrempon dwene iba ye be phone lines. Ya dwene bom. Ya dwene bom. Ya nyina ya dwene bom. Hunu sa ho. Adwene bom na kwa me ye nyina yekita. Sa ho. E wa asem we ho. Okay, yan twase ye tiefo ne ahwefo nso. Wo mo so dwensa. Vetting na ekoso no Ghana for mo hunu say. Ambassador Hazel did the message but was it Kwame vetting when ye gina so e dia be settle personal scores vetting we vetting appointment committee dwumadie no eno ne ye dey settle personal score na Ambassador Hazel me dan say the phone lines are active 020-898-4166 and 050-000-0257. I'm some first call about me. Hello, morning, we and a baby out free. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Morning, no, we need a baby out free.
And Dr. FM Edward Titi Anna.
Edward, we are me papa. Edward Nadia na converting. Meaning say we should be pa. Who wanna say?
In fact, NDC for I say Omar is slow too much because the guys some years ago. The way MPP for no NDC for phone kasano ni kasi. Yes, slow too much.
Okay. Mate, what's the NDC for slow? But vetting, I want you to near home metro. Mibisa. Vetting, I want you to near Nano Diana.
Ebia or can't instead of Missan said your workers are what they compare America. Said your moon based on facts.
Issues. I want to party. Kwame. Enya party
but enya se bia me ne wo asem bia atwam a waka bi
ena kopa na nado chew
chew
ba umi achew enya ho dey za o okay yenko the next call. Hello morning kafra ya hwere no ye kasa tenten 0208984166 and 050000257. Next call. Hello morning we na baby am free
Kwam
eja
good morning
net say
Namiadomo Michael
Elikem
Michael from Keshi.
Michael beton kanche. Michael touch yet you.
Charlie Kwame only bibi.
Kasa.
Ka e wo bro buka say arrogant. I say say o twi mu.
ahantan ahomaso yes
ahomaso nko na se MPP for no mo board no so amofo enukwa na aka omo anchao afenyo market yeah afenyo nyemu wo parliament no enye anukwa na oti wo winibu
wow
me ni na ya minti several onimi beke ya mikoye juma wo winiba na always me try MPP for a committee maybe and then me say me can say we ya chairman na oti board no so no che wan yire ni hu a omu ni beye tanam ama omu se
mate de oka no ma me for final call na fe ya makwa amagudi mu nsema ba obrem ponda so a on call ba bia 0208984166 and 0500000245 last call na fe ya jato oh ya hwe no we lost him on hand me your baba ko kan wan kanya bad o last caller hello morning we need na baby free morning patrol body and the free
abu ko me free ko
abu vet who no say
o say
me say appointment committee dwumadi no who no say vet no who no say
Kwame ya chairman ne de nyame ne kura ni mu ni me hwa de na me ho
ono so de chairman no o de ya konkomo ahodo na mele context bi ebia mo beti de make na say me say enya ho na ya kire matwosam o o ba kire matwosam a mane mfa question ni mu a question na wo bisa no eye de question the relevance the eye eye question ba kra na wo bisa but time ba the time question na chi Thank you. Yeah, the Afrejuma DNS was say, I would have somebody and UEFA Champions League, European so now back to back. Oh, there come on. Channel be a bomb who's just a mirror. Where you wake a crown, where you wake a crown, say. Because matches in I never had. Me go for him. Anyway, me mama ninja na sa me mama renho. Fundy, that's say. What's that? And you have a ball, Europe.
I'm worried so kasa. I'm worried.
Yeah, everybody a Europe. Hey, there you do be a ready a UEFA do. Hono na betting no
Champions League. Oh. But Charlie and Dra, betting for the show. Yes, no, my own share. Charlie, maybe we say we didn't know. Ulo de uncle. None take your damn in this and Chalema and Dra. Oh, Edward, come to time back home. Sir, come to time back home.
Then I'm focused.
Charlie,
Ajita. Anyway, boy, I'm coming dear, good musam.
All right, rock on me to be a current several Saturday with Siabano, send on a price of power, morning sports on. Yes, I found so or DwaboAse Chumadiation power 97.9 FM TV XYZ. And look so Ocean Kawakan, some of your doors in the money they can edit on. And you can't amount to wait to me at Tibidano. I had this room, Unim said George, I could see a free year or the second crack to your boy. I cat or Kwabaso for the second time game or Sanso Abonabaso if a technical teamer. They see Adam Palm, someone on Mukashana Blasters. No mano omoto no emfa ho bafa ho kama or the ho sel no enso apana de central ya say induction bi etimi e course no e gaka for enso induction e course no ni nyina de ho sem e ma prebre etimi akasa e da for de ho sem no enyina enso e be ma so and say said Ibrahim Tanko e say de media officially o metimi unveiling kama e de ho sem nyina enso e ma na o ya de central onum say the UEFA Champions League no etimi e course e say the teams ni bi Kofi Sanso na bi so advance say mo go playoff e bi so qualify automatically is about PM and so a round of 16 ya de ho sem nyina and so everyone mo hye so say Roger Emmanuel the sports monarch and for Justice Sebotela the Iron Boy ebo me chidom say producers me tell say na pebere 7 no ebro me team I'm saying the praise himself F to the A and DY funding 7 yes, sir. I'm in Kwame Minkah and I Kokopiemu, our former GFA president and of GFA vice president, our partner team at the judge. I could see a free and drum. And the 2 jar our radio XY is not chemu so say and drum. I address in near GA Panemo bucket abasu papa for the second time Biano or Sanso a bucket abasu essence Okoshe a blasters management committee on my power. So I'm on measure on board. Now blasters no ma enkoye and fama a 2026 World Cup qualifiers and Tia Bebo Namia Wednesday around Yamiado match here. Yene chat also ever born or say I say some committee we born to show more experience wise and I'm on team to Susan Crawford ya or mutimi besa so papa the din and Randy Abia about the football wa cheye mu ye pass also and like Dr. Senchen so some test or the mo boy juma kama bibia season manager bibia konkana for Moses Amapaka I say ko show bright so 2014 now power also kan bibia etimi konkai just go for your power no that's experience no when Zafi we there or bucket abaso pa
ti ye ni mebia ebi and that I can commend him for that. Ebini saying if you look at the Black Stars management being put together, it's far improvement from the past. I'm talking of the management. If you look at Obitise Ura Randiabia, he's been involved with football for some time now. In fact, Metimiaka say, Mikra, the year under 23 management committee member, not or a chairman, as far back 2006. And so if you bring somebody like that who is a club owner as chairman of the Black Stars management committee, you're only bringing in somebody who is experienced, who has been there before, who understands the terrain and all that. If you bring somebody like Moses Parker, you are talking about somebody who was even involved with Brazil 2014. Dr. Senchiri from Samates. He's a seasoned football administrator. He's involved with clubs like Samates since 1996. And this angle for some manage a Black Stars, not only a Black Stars management committee. That means who said we, including very own former captain of the Black Stars, the only Black Stars captain to have led the Black Stars to 2 World Cup. Steven Tonado appear. You don't expect me to come out to criticize such personalities.
Enti ano sema George Efriye etimi to do we are no ano sanso etwa no che we say jefe ne de afuwe de are say jefe no etimi abon homodin ye papa isa se kwhwe equipment officer of father enkan na kumasa tokoto na se kumasa tokoto equipment manager papa ne dim Isaac Amadu no ono ana esi ado ma fa no so no sombra na equipment no o mehwes no mbo a na me bia etimi kokose kan first na ka jefe no mo mutimi ye ene so bia onyi experience kra e equipment mo na se nyoma so ne ade no no ma fa no mra system there o metima for experience person ti GFA o ma ya de pa
because minimum background who damn it me kika bia me pokka ba bia in systemica antino it has yet well informed about what went into the decision of picking this for Mabudi and Amabudi but ko making ya kase o ma ya ni the equipment of commanders and because I think that they've been elevated to the of Black Stars equipment of and all that. I know the same way I can the catch what yet to the can coin one. They do me the now house yes now or do more national team. It's a what yet to know it's okay. It's in the right.
Eti ano san kwakwemu no na sanso ade to dwa efa Blaster assistant coach ya pa no run din Desmond Ofe no ana o chese se o mse coach no ni experience no enshara Andrew Blaster so no mse Blaster there senior national team na coach Desmond Ofe say under 20 team no ono ana no share no boy ma bibia eti konkan so horma team so say the ni agine mo mse Desmond Ofe experience no enshara eni ho for Blasters nemom ade se ni age second etimi appointing no kede no beboa ama no pavy way e da ma youngsters a ebeti mo kwan no so be pie mu enso Black Stars
these under 20 coach were promoting about the blacks. Let me support. The reason is very simple. In the past, we did the same thing. We put Bobo as an assistant coach of the Black Stars. Yedikosia as an assistant coach of the Black Stars. When he was the coach of the Chan team, and they Black Galaxies. In the Yayobida. In the reason, in the for the national under 20 team, no coach about the Black Stars. What it simply means in that you are only recommending young players who are ripe for the senior team A, from that level, because you are bringing in the man who is in charge of that position. And they all over the world, for national team A, Lamin Yama, how many years? In the Obi assistant coach, that's the coach of the national under 20 team. Maybe is in the right direction.
Radio XYZ.
Next, no, the right direction to support and 7 George Ekwesi every former GFA vice president and I tell can you to us home na yen concern from na kwako PM El Galka and so akachendra and I had some paid for shares induction service no the shares so our crowd sports stadium no media center on one and shares na say mo yes ya elect you man say for ya elect you so mo and I said I'm to buy engine by from Galka ejuma ko no ono and then dry say ya do mo induct you and so into section abibia etimi ekon kind and there PM and so 100 someone team APC former GFA vice president Papa Edi Fred Pampo no hobby so anako PM dia next swag for president Papa Edi Kwamna Yeboa no so ejina hobby kama no so boy ama bibia etimi ekon kai so anako PM dia swag for general secretary Papa Edi Charles Ose SB no so etimi PM and so 100 na fe okopiem Mr Alhaji Raja no na former Gaka chairman ono so etimi ebepie mu hono mo boaye ama bibia etimi koka samo wabre ono esi ono so Greater Accra eba rep Greater Accra rep no ono enso eba ho bia boaye ama bibia etimi ekonkan na ndra onu se nipa otimi ewini election way panetin John Ansa ono and etimi ewini election kama ye de ho sem out of 132 vote course no ye pa no etimi enya 96 and otimi wini ya wetimi akona nim kama ye de ho sem no enso ma na unim say omo elect you na sendo omo etimi induct you into office no papa chairman na he said ye no for Gaka John and Sam ono na o ha etimi induct kama so ana copy vice chairman mami anidin Phyllis Maku Moka ono no so vice chairperson ono so etimi ekona afa so kopiem dia Mr. Fretindan no so eka ho bi ana afa okopiem Inko Joseph ono so eka we mo ana mienu pe ana represent Premier League clubs no enso hosanso ana kopiem dia Branton team Gabriel Godwin ono so etina mu bi kama kono RFA no so eka ho bi ndra ye etimi in that kama into office na ndra ade se former Gaka chairman papa ne din Kujo Fiano unu so no and said the OJ office no hakose ora John answer for this term and so 110 gram ono so the futu kakra ekoye ma John answer
to abede man no say we very experienced utie dia the oba answer na member Alaji Raji Kaya on Alaji Raji ejuma 6 years answer no member for 8 years into 14 years experience and Gaka no omu ye musuya both said will be accountable to Gaka. Omashema kuna konenti umuni dada. The anti Gaka is your anti eme somebody kabum baba titru association. No machine na association.
Eno and sama kujo fiano editu jo we ase no and I'm say current Gaka chairman ayora John and so so edin nim dia etuja na say normal plans or wa obehwe say Gaka ebetima boy ejuma edema Ghana Football Association.
Project that my predecessor left, but we did some at their level, one of which is the Green Project, which is made of us and the clubs. Normally when I mention this, it's a broader thing, so I will not be able to have the opportunity of explaining very well to the public, but it's a big project. It is under the UN Convention. We are working with it. We have partners in Germany who have a local representative, and we are even meeting them this afternoon. So we're going to work on that. Other issue concerning the educational program, which I have said before, I have to first repeat myself. We need to.
don't sema John and Sankaka chairman for cry and drum. It's me induct you and so a coin drum and a program it's me a course so our crash posted media center on man and of course the come said Okodia said what shall Segaka in paying for an electio and I said yeah induct you he said Jumano and I shall say Anessa and so El Honum. Jeffrey Honum say Gusum El Gaka and someone else copy a swag president Papa di at the Kwabna Yabua and Brown also at the Sekaka at Tuja Edifa John as well congratulating everyone abaso so it's me every election co-election or Timmy and for some chance asimba ko pa ohiano o betimi aka na say ade so mbo a na enkambom eno na hia o football to mbo a na enkambom ensambra football mo biem.
Let me start by congratulating Ms. Ansa for ascending the throne. Your emphatic victory only affirms the confidence and trust reposed in you by the voters. And to all the newly elected officers of GALCA, I say congratulations. Let me say that the Sports Writers Association of Ghana and GALCA has a long-standing relationship. The success of one depends on the other. Over the years, I remember when SWAC played the SWAC Cup, we were only successful as a result of the cooperation we had from GALCA. So we have a long relationship. And it's our interest to ensure that GALCA succeeds.
And someone a president at the mass swag upon the at the air cabinet is a bono and then some to Jaya from Nico Piemo and some for the Ghana Football Association. And so I can say about HMC said the Ukopim the Blasters and also Kopima the Blaster Lights of Ghana and a 20 team no. They said the second phrase, you know, ya sounds so accordion up. He said, and so our company is a Ghana Soccer of Excellence, a Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence, and I say, I told say, friend, oh, Pram, connect, so Maku Bloom, no matter by Ajiba, is only training, Cheche Party, a questions ahead of a tournament and Chebasso, AFCON under 20 tournament, and no Tsunami Tuma next year, 2020, and I say, Ebasso this year now, and on 26 April to 18th May, no. 2025 year NNC AFCON and also ebetimi abaso Ivory Coast I say there omoni training and so akwa ishe na first phrase no etimi koye grofo first one no etimi koye say the second phrase no and ya sa tonsa Afro plus makobako 38 and ya tonsa either from either free the Premier League side Division 1 and after ban lower tier and so ya tonsa either Afro plus makobako 38 say nyame ya adoma mombra no mepie mu enso Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence and no pram amode kwa ishe no bibia etimi akonkanti ewia na see yi 23 players and 25 players o me akọ represent o man Ghana and also our Ivory Coast and also ebetimi akoso na say uchema 26 April to 18th May 2025 year and I say under 20 AFCON on and also ebetimi abaso kama ya ho sem no enso matie furu no na yenkopiem the Ghana Premier League so ensensem de na se kode ya mediama FC semeba and said omo chema ya de so matimi Appointee coach Ibrahim Tanko he said no and he said new head coach edema mediama football club no after say papa no etimi a free Accra Lions dine juma to hono no say here o matimi on velen kama ye de ho sem no enso sanso ana akopre media for echirema sisi ade Brighton striker and din Dauda Ben on they say say masa atunsa Franka Brighton no de Cologne saka Brighton ko si akan Basaka Holy Star say machema Brighton Sambra no ma mesi akan from sense say omo bleye pa omo striker ba kwa ne din Taylor no say Brighton no injury Hanenti say omo hia say omo striker no sanso aba ye de ho sem no enso Martin to aso na ye find sem no enfama de na unum say ade say the UEFA Champions League no etimi eba so kama tienhwe na results na etimi pie mu no yemfa ema de na se okopie mu de ndra Aston Villa etimi etibobo kwa ni Celtic epo ne Kapole and 9 ema no etimu me no Barcelona enso ene Atlanta ekoye 2-2 enso Leverkusen etimi Sparta Praga epo ne kamienu ema Praga etimi antimu Adabraka sanso anakopie da Bayern Munich enso etimi tibobo kwa ne din Ede Slovia Blastiva enso ebone kamiensa ema ne timu baako sanso ana kopiom de Borussia Dortmund etine fie echi Shakhtar Donetsk ebone kamiensa ema no etimu baako sanso ana bobo kwa ne din ene Brest etine fie ema Real Madrid timi hande omo ye pa ebone kamiensa ema mo ntimi ensim adabraka sanso ana kopiom de Dynamo Zagreb enso etine fie echi AC Milan ebone kamienu ema ne timu baako pesanso ana Girona etine fie ma Arsenal ekwochire bone kamienu ema achina Arsenal Girona bone kamienu ema ne timu baako sanso ana International Milan etimi chi Monaco bone kamiensa ono so entimi ensim adabaka Juventus etine fie ema Benfica ekwochire bone kamienu a wentimi ensim adabaka sanso na ndrade Lille etine fie final bone pole ensia ema no etimu baako Manchester City ndrade Pep Guardiola otimi omo atimi chi Club Rouge bone kamiensa ema no etimu baako possible quality at the PSV Eindhoven enso etine fie Liverpool bone kamiensa ema Liverpool etimu mienu Salzburg etine fie ema Atletico Madrid etine bone kanai ema ne timu baako sanso na Sporting CP ene Bologna match no eno ekoye 1-1 enso hono sanso na Storm Guys enso etine fie RB Leipzig bone kabako ema no so entimi ensim adabaka Stuttgart etine fie ema PSG etino bone kanai ema no ensim adabaka Young Boys etine fie ema Resta Belgrade bone kabako a ono so entimi ensim adabaka na isiade okopiem table ne so dia na say ana table no eno so ekopiem enso dia see the first teams now omatimi qualify serum say league no let's see etimi abogu stages na we see there automatically omatimi qualify to the round of 16 no say in the Liverpool etimi qualify Barcelona qualify Arsenal Inter Milan Atletico Madrid Bayer Leverkusen Lille enso qualify ana fe Aston Villa form enso etimi qualify kama ye don sem enso na playoff no there okopiem dia some more playoff no Atlanta, Borussia Dortmund, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, AC Milan, and so be call PSV Eindhoven, and so be call Samsung PSG, Benfica, Monaco, Brest, Feyenoord, Juventus, Celtic, Man City, and Sporting CP, and people call the Air Club Brugge. Omo ana said omo kakobɔ playoff no na bibia etimi akɔka na ndra after Man City etimi ewini 3-1 no ɛwɔ no ɛyɛ sɛ Pep Guardiola and Senkakra etuja.
Last we were out. That is the area. When you are out, when you play, you have nothing to lose. We go through. We go forward. I think the first half was so academic, but we missed the spark. I think Sabinho helped us like all the season when he played there was unbelievable. So he changed the game because after 5-10 minutes created 2 or 3 corners. Our crowd react and we had the chances. But for the way they played that way, Bruges had more chances the second half than the first. But the first half.
Manchester United and so ejina kuna kama na almost Europa almost share so meeting qualification and so and then Ruben Amorim and so the Sakakra atuja.
It's always important. Just the feeling of winning is really important. Then we have the situation of the playoff is massive for us. We can clean 1 week or 2 weeks without any game in the middle of the week, and that in this moment is really important.
Etiano and Sama and also etimi across the kama yɛde ho nsɛm no enso amote yɛde sɛ ndɛ ayame adoma Europa enso ebetimi akɔso kama na yɛahwɛ sɛ bibia ebepie mu no yɛde ho nsɛm enso ebɛbrɛ abesom nsi ne hwɛ na siemra no ekoye party hwɛ ne yɛfa nsɛm no nyinaa enso ensiware ne ho hyɛ no so sɛ Roger Emmanuel the sports monarch and afi Justice Ebutara the Iron Boy ebo mechido sɛ producers mitira say na mbre nsɛm no ebro medin amisoni the prince himself F to the A and DY Fandi Akram.
Fandi Mamenka se mi now same fem. Orebe oncho. 2019 Ghana buying ekra mfidie say ye de beye kuya. 2019 no. Mfidie Ghana buying e de Ghana sika. Akoto e de aba memu ha. Say ye de beboa
taxpayers money.
Yeah, taxpayers money. Ye de beboa kuya for say de be omo de be yo mfudie. Hwade esi ye. Efidie ya ye kraba ye ye jam na si ho free 2019 besi ne
yefanye
be
let's if so be
anka aban utie me anka aban ansesa kasa asem e won't da utie me so say afanyo mark ne dom e sore no mo kasa se ne omusi kasa e wo mra se badwafia e ya na question ya me person omubu so mo say do they have the moral right to be speaking the way they are speaking?
You see, I was say, oh, I mean, Orano. I was
what am I Oranan Chenkakra? Yenin Kobo, say Ghana for. She, asem ya mabache you, forget your cow, or my body to your show, forget to be here, forget in Sasi or machine dream. What your man or so? Just stay on near honorable Eriko Poku, Nadaroma, what you about today. And then yes or no, no count. What then send you for coy? Ya the video no better when chebia. En video ya cry ya do mind sika na toy ye. A Ghana ban na nhihye sa abre ne say wo be fa video no so aso Ghana kuafo asene. No this video na ya adwuma. Every 2019 and look at the number of years 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024.
Like motive ni saying like
also we yes
motive ni saying
also we yes so just to pull that with up in your mark here why na Betty say one omo maka omo dom kuma o mame mo ma Betty so mrase bedwafie and ask yourself the fundamental question say moral right ben no mo work so mo be kasa said you mo see kasa to the sense of what we kasa was say that's a opposite what can this for no more mrase bedwafie no wo buti bo Mahama teacher appointment no founder of the NDC ne bampo man appointment
I say like obeso I say like need guilty conscience.
Yeah,
need guilty conscience. That is it.
And anyone who fails to recognize that he or she is part of his or her own failure will never succeed. No, one recognize it.
And I know what's a son area free.
But only a woman from two. And into on it, Amabu Abacon say, I didn't know what cancer answer no. At the far, Nanado Danko Kufado. Me one, not gonna for Casadada. Ever since young commodity, you're trying one by your bar. And come on, my boss way, and in Kayano. Any other but 20 yaba. live on Power 97.9 and I face so TVXYZ and come out with Brenier. Yabatum Commander Goom, Babia Wobiano said you was sitting and found Commander here to a guberno. I am not done to do a Facebook call. I am not done to do a WhatsApp no swore. Facebook at Power 979 TVXYZ Ghana. Assembly me Baba can medical bosso. May I sure say my boss was safe from here. Many of the better na make us some children me and near ma. Then you shot the tenor.
Done it.
When ya yanko besu.
Yeah.
Say, may I sure some nanka nagin and say, Etika Ghana you be. Echapadia.
Dia.
Ka say no ya kono be.
Obey ye no na.
A mama wodwa. Woma develop. As I say, ya ko mo nchen ekope sika. E de bebo ye man ho bra no.
Yes.
Kuayo. Aye fa pemni bi omugina so a ama omumaye tumpon. It is how a political party. Now we share boss say ubegina kua so ama oman na manemu so. Now we ba ban mu. Now we hear say wo tutu din. And now we hear won say wo de oman ni sika. Ekwa akoto enuoma e de abebo akuayo. Na wanye na ekoba say e ka mom no aba ban na waba oman na. What moral authority or right do you have to be speaking the way you are speaking today? I mean, for Obi Afena will join here, no. As I'm man can pain. 2019. 2019.
Yes.
How many years in what your mask? Or mask in a
2019 about 5 years.
Yamau didn't yet 7 years.
Come 5 years, money.
5 years,
yes.
2019 basis abre. 2019 and a Ghana buying Sabrano. Na ye man penyi nanado.
Yes.
Nanado danko ekufuado.
Yes.
Na Greek minister sabre na wa na nye Brian.
Debi.
Na ya koto afri. And 2019 yi ye temo my Ghana sika. Say ye de kwa koto enfudie. No enfudie.
Enfudie
ye de enfudie wo adwuma. Say ye de ba man mu ha. Na ye de aso akuafo asene because akuafo bread dodo.
Yes.
Bro mo bra no nyina kan bi na enuban no no so. Bro mo bra no nyina kan bi na food security no yentimi dealing with it.
Yes.
So these farm equipments were procured in the name of the Republic of Ghana.
Yes.
Using the taxpayers' money. Make us a number video no yanko. At 2025 yenya agric minister foforo. And an apuro bomuno also say wako departments ni agencies
no.
Asha said ye omunyuma city.
Yes.
Any said ye tebiani city was abre ya waba. No drew one and okoto sam fidie. E fidie yo egu yi. Fidie we are friends say. Agric kwanye bida.
Tractor and get one.
Tractor and get one. We are track we said the baba na ba den Adia ene wanwa. Tractor and get way. Ye de kwakwa ye de kwakwa ye kuya. 2019 and ye procure ye. And ye de Ghana sika. Ghana sika so and ye de jibaye. Every 2019 besi ne ye jam fidie no egu baby egu ya.
Ewiemu ha.
It is so to ebo no. Ewi ebo a ebogu so. Enframa ebo a etu futurogu so. Etu de hwe machines no. Hwe se de ho asensene. Anka efita anka bo se aye brown pa.
Color paper.
But when green hwe futuro egugu so. No wo de bie wani fie wani pa na hwe fidie no enfuturo egugu so. And these are new machines fresh. Obia you suda. And ya procure wo Ghana dimu. And ye dia ba Ghana. Se Ghana kuafo. Aban no adwem ho. Eti wo de be so masene. So what happened from 2019 up to this time? Yemfa ma kuafo na mfidie yi si wei. Efidie na si wo no eye den. Ede na eye, ede na agye. Ya kope mfidie na ba na mfidie no adane bosom ewo ye so. Ene ye hata. Meanwhile ye de oman si Ghana ye. Well, yenti honorable Erikopoku ebra na wo bi se bisansam na ye bo na mane e de fa mfidie yi etebia wo de tie
The source is small farms. And what's the price?
76,200.
Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
76,000.
And the rice package is
That's
90,000.
after the subsidy.
So final price that we are saying
76,000.
everything.
Even look at it. So we have to act on this immediately. Okay, let's go. Over the way, small farms. And what's the price?
76,200.
Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
76,000.
And the rice package is
That's
90,000.
after the subsidy.
So final price that we are saying
76,000. Everything. Even look at it. So we have to act on this immediately. Okay, let's go.
Eti koswa video no. So tractor nkiti or born was 76,000 yeah.
200
cities no.
Yes.
Yeah, the mama cocoa yeah, the mama
no.
at a subsidized price. A buy na budget can be. Na almost so etia no kakra. So purpose no say yeah the ba bebu akuafo. And I the buy a C BAC from 2019 ebesi sabrewe. Must remember come from my wasam. And come on when they hear come on be a here be
Kwame.
for my woman in here.
Well, yeah, you know,
Not your kind on your neabresi ye penocra.
Yeah.
Sakomo fifi munra.
And we,
Munya mo chance man use.
that's all.
But this is the issue. Problem are you 1 year. And honorable Erikopoko ya beto abontino. No, and I know honorable Erikopoko. He is not doing this for the politics.
No.
He's not doing this say NDC who bete
Debbie
na MPP who aye fi.
Debbie.
That is not the purpose.
Debbie.
Adwene eteche no enye sa adwene no. And what can say me was say your generation no ya bomb mine pa. Asem o kan no ebra wo call nungwa wo hwehwe aban agric insasia ya ton dia ma developers ya ton dia me ma ye ho
aban penifo
a mo ba be sisi adan akese ye hwia na sankofo ya be ka kire ye ma se
o papa wa mobra
mi wa ba asase na wo chinchi mo man nsa e na wo je ye na wa kram fidie wei adwe tete say me de ba bebu akuani no wanye wa jesi awiem wa jesi nsuom from 2019
up to date
after this time
5 years
na wo wanya kokoduro ejira mrahye bedwafie e kasa te se de mo de mo ho tiama beso bra ye bra sabrei and even the way President Mahama appointment wo susu kuru wani nyina it is because of madwuma tantan ya moba ye and seba apanyoma kinka why na what said here he is crying more than the bereaved. It is as a result of madwuma tantan ya moba ye ama ka bedo my God so afoso President Mahama say obe level within a certain means said the baya sikaseye na ye hunu ye in the past no enton koso Emma on my Ghana, Emma Maya, a dakam. So after your marking has no moral temerity or right to be speaking the way he's speaking. Especially now, when you say ye babaji, a ye ministers nibi
atum.
Now what ma some so say, Adentina honorable Imano Ama Kofi Bua. What can some say defa? Nanado danko ekufu ado.
Yes.
Adentina wada in edisa nanado ede.
Na Kwame, ensema Imano, honorable Imano Amakofibua, a member of Parliament, the people of Elembele, as a CEO, Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. And someone, His Excellency, Nanado danko ekufu, the former president, Okoka in the last one, Mrashebe Dream, and someone, honorable Imano Amakofibua, or no. Said the minority in Parliament. Se wamaji asem no na wamu jojo asem no na ohwe anodon pre na obem honorable asem a wokeka ye wunya kwanya ni se a obepa kufu ade che wo ana ye bi se minority ni se and some more honorable Imano Amakofibua Ekan, a Mudia Hin and Yanokre. Kwame, and some of me wanting now, I met me as is Wakai, no committee. We don't need it. Yes, Kwame. Ghana for na Kasai. Yes, about one so. And then we a micro minority. What I say? And then one number, and NDC MPs ya yes woman kwa adwuma ya amakotre fie ya woman nyina tena asete said ebra no mu opposition yes no more tight na fie wa ya ma fie wa aka ya hwehwemo aka ya mu ba wo de me pese wutie apanyoma ke ye de mo ko baabi mesre ma mo ne ye nante ye besa ba ono abo erikopogu so yes muntie nkomo na ye die no ye nwene nsem bi na nsem na ye nwene no eye de yankasa ye ni tua yes enya ye sire mu ne ye body aka kire eye no ma yankasa ye fam wo bo wo ye tia apanyoma ke na wonu ne ntia me ka se woni moral authority wo say ye yo ma say man yi woni moral authority say obakasa se ne wo si ka say wo de tie ne kasa ni bi.
Mr. Speaker, with respect, I will humbly plead with you, Mr. Speaker, that there are certain matters to be ironed out to ensure some tidiness in respect of my respected colleague who was formerly in leadership, Honorable Amakofibua. There was a certain understanding of between myself and the chair. I was supposed to see the final report. I wouldn't want to stall the process, but I would plead with you that whilst we make the contributions, we get into, I would engage him to be sure that what we did is what exactly we have here, because there was under normal circumstances, upon completion of that exercise, I was supposed to at least see, Mr. Speaker, I hold the torch for my caucus, and all of us here know that beyond this chamber we have the party that takes decisions. I do not want to be seen as having disobeyed party orders. So I would want us.
So I say I don't want to be seen to be disobeying party orders. It in the party no na share no say chinchina kete wesi. Yes. One shot one block. Yeah. Amakofibua. Wabra wanu so nim no kura pa say wo block wo one block wo you don't have the numbers. Etie kwa wi achie no won sem a me ma so de fa Amakofibua nyina achie no ye kwa voting no ya pass no e kwa e fa so pass wo no eni hwe.
At the conclusion of the debate, I'll put the question, and the question is all those in favor of the motion listed 11. Yes, I'm putting the question. Honorable members, all those in favor of the motion listed 11 in today's order paper, say aye. All those against, say no.
Eti KK kaka ena me party a order me me party asoma me mo amowo honorable Apenyoma ke ne peso aso NDC MPP yes enye mu ye dienti no oho Dabi oho because of the party and within the Futu constituency one you will CPP for yes you will URP for PPP you will PNC for yes you will PPP for yes political parties are who GFP you will be mo krampo mo no amanyo kuo ni amanyo sem no and form mo sabe bo mo to aba yes titru I've been for you more University of Education Winneba. One time for more share a manual semusa. It was floating voters and floating voters and they decided about 2024 about one. A floating voters undecided no woman they decided. So say up on your market, I will represent the people of a foot to our minority leader. I catch a Ghana for you now say bed ya done as well. What they can you cannot simply because the party action say one year you are na a foot of way. What did it pass? And no man did that when you know Makumas or Baku Amamanya na maybe sir. Nyawa ya da bia ye bomudi a foot of war. Da bia ya bomb rasha bedefie, Momrasha bedeni dia, and yet the party. Da bia ye boy so me gidi pass a foot of way. Mo man susu anwene wo da. Say apanyo yi Kwame na ya moto abama no. Man susu anwene wo da say wo be kom rasha bedefie ama da bia ye boni dia ye to am wofo. Anyama koma so asem no. Anyama ni so ade hunu no. Mani so ade hunu ne say obapre apempuntuo di abra
futu.
Ebia ne say papa at the appointment committee e ka che muntaka say magrele o mabisa sansemo na wa me na be ye protocol ba. Look at that. Kabi
Kwame engineer said your work no ye di kan ya kan ye so kan na to Ghana for team said your ma to aba aye MPP amanyo ko no ketoa enam o mabra bo bi o mabebo mfie nwotwe ya atwam na so Ghana for ani Ghana for akoya mu o atete ne ahunahuna mu no this time around the omo bra be a problem ni na omo bebe kasa ho ne nyabre agebre anopai said ye enka ye agriculture machines ya egu awiaso for 5 years
5 good years
for 5 years atiti a propose nke kuani anko wo a wodo banchi odo bayire odo koko odo eburo na nko behia sa machine yi aban de aba na ye de ne bia gbo no efise na duane na oye no ode ye wie ye Ghana for ne ye ba beto adi
Benjamin Chade say we nyina achie no
yes
we nyina ekoso no ministers ajoma ama pa wo omo say ye omo adwuma no
yes
omo ye adwuma
very well
agric minister Honorable Erikopoku eno ayeyi bi kire mo eno asoto ana probo
fantastic
na probo ni mu nsema na wokogina ba bi ka se he ba bi ayedru no agric ena wo se ye de ye ho to so sada ba ya information no ye sika sama dane ye sika sama mpagya na dane na ye so da ya ye pra
yes
agric ene ye betuma gina so
all the department that we met. They raised the issue of limited resources, but I gave them hope because the president has indicated, and it is captured in the manifesto of the NDC, that agriculture is going to be the engine for economic transformation. That is the agenda we have set for ourselves. And so if agriculture is our priority, then it is my hope that the chunk of the resources will go into agriculture for us to indeed transform the Ghanaian economy. You can understand that.
You can understand, sir. Agriculture,
yeah.
Eti finance minister, we dey come wo bra wo ba be twa budget no.
Yeah, show wanim.
Say NDC say,
yeah.
Agric eno begina so. Am putu abamari mu a.
Yes.
Budgetary allocation no.
Bebre nko.
Mo man nya kese ho.
Bebre nko.
Mamo nya ne say afra say. Mamo nya nse mre dada no. Sa mre na twam.
Yeah.
See a reset Ghana. Na Agric eno be engine of growth.
Yes.
Budgetary allocation no. Mo man nya kese.
Oh yes.
Mo man so monitoring and evaluation
oh yes
because near see 2019 and meji Honorable Erikopoku di asem you obeka bia meji di
yes
but see he is also human one nipa no na ye adwuma
sanity
Erikopoku is not bigger than accountability and I know Honorable Erikopoku will subject himself to every steps as far as accountability is concerned. It become monitoring and evaluation. Say about when sumo yes mo kwa akokra efudie anase efidie e dia ba say yemfanye kuya mo ma ya monitor sampampa eno ane de ya
yes
because asem ba kono boy Rico Bogu boss wa what's up when your marking who say and I'm almost na sa problem na ba yes Paulugu dam no irrigation according to Honorable Rico Bogu one of the biggest threat to agriculture in Ghana ha it one no they will say NDC aban no a lot of investment ebeko within that area kwan ya be fa so na yenye nsuo de agu enuba so because sabre ya climate change ama ewiem nsakre no wuntimi nse da embu nkyere da potential no brebe ya wia bebo no was say irrigation nso ye dai ebe ya matawa ebe bua mada ne da nyina no ensuo ebe kwa mfuo mu so irrigation is very important so ebra wo kasa asem no wo kire say NDC aban no de ahoden ebehwem but Palugu dam no de Palugu dam sa contract no aban no betwam na manfo nso de so say we abira wu twam no so wo ma ese fata say e wo se atwi o maso no mo twi o maso
na mo ngi sika no
what dey say it bite me enu ne ebebo de wakafa irrigation at its lowest who we are now the Palugu de no so yanko
from the records Ghana is endowed with irrigable land estimated at 1.9 million hectares. Out of this, according to the World Bank, only 1.6% is developed, which is far below the West African and West and Central African average of 13.9%. And so out of the 1.9 million hectares of irrigable land available in Ghana, we have developed around 30,000 hectares. So irrigation is at its lowest in our country.
Would that be a priority?
And our agriculture is purely rain-fed. So we depend on the vagaries of weather to be able to produce food. If the weather is not favorable, we are in trouble. If it is favorable, then we can say, oh, thanks to God. But that is not something that can guarantee Ghana food security. If indeed we want to achieve food security in our country, then we have to provide a lot of irrigation infrastructure. And that so it me Palugu dam bia emwa ye kran bebre no yebetun atiso kakraka. The Palugu project was awarded on contract for completion within 4-5 years at a cost around 993 million Ghana cedis. $1 million. Almost $1 billion. The project was to solve 3 critical challenges. 1, to provide irrigation facilities for farming. 2, to provide power, hydropower, to augment whatever we have in place to generate power for Ghanaians. And then 3, to help address the challenges from the Bagri Dam spillage. The contract was awarded. Ghana government was to pay $56 million under the contract as mobilization to enable the contractor mobilize to site. Almost $12 million was paid, but no work was done, and it's like the contract is in a limbo. What we will do is to terminate that contract immediately. We'll terminate the Palugu contract, look for a contractor, look for funding, and then immediately ensure the execution of the project.
Within that amount to
simple 88. And as some no chim no on say beda ho pa.
Yes.
E dey na beda ho.
Kwame ababeda ho kire say said the all can contract no was about over $900 million.
That's right.
Yes. Womadi kan yakwako tua $12 million de adwuma na ma contractor so nkonkoye na so sabre ukoko du Palugu site wa Kwame adwuma bie ni ho a contractor na timi aye
apata bi ni abo esi
yes apata bi ni
abo normal sense
yes and sa Palugu dam no ka o pa che say na eba be ye nyuma bebre ayade na betimi abebo aye pa enti sa Palugu dam animanim he yade womo ba be twa old contract na eya abande da no
mako besika foforo e dia beye Palugu dam
e dia beye Palugu
dam no dia wo say ba so
kwan bia so
emu aye dua no ye be dua ni ye
very well
what the
so ye kra mo bebre di fia manone ade bo etubetwa Kwame na me say as aka say honorable Erikopoku as the Agric minister no wono na sa enkokon ketenkete enyuma nyina so ehye nase Kwame onto the ni hwe all the 16 regions in Ghana, all the 276 constituencies in Ghana. Me susu se Kwame nka every constituency kura nka ban no etimi abie enkokon adwuma ba kokora won every constituency and over $600 million per annum no Kwame anke so be jaya ye de be kra enkokon a o mawudi abra o man Ghana mo na etimi abo Ghana ba ye
yenkoso ani stay on baby a ye wo no
okay
ye kire oseye a abandada na say
yes
o man no ene kwan a aban foforo wei etenetene asa ye
yes
look see ama ye ni anko na ye di apanyo mark na ti a we will never see the good in Mahamad's administration.
Very was and any ade on be so much
and Mahama aban no etenetene no ma bebre a aban na etwam no asay
yes
eti agreg de na ye akire no but ye yakura wo agreg nkomo yi mu eye de nungwa farm manager no e ka kire nsentwefo a wo mudi honorable Erikopoku achi wo said amanfo abaje nsase ya boso
yes
amanfo a aban ne ma kwan mo mu baje aban nsase bobo so no o say de aba o hawa de aba wo de tie nungwa farm manager no said de no si kire nsem ni mo mi wi a me de obekọ ato forcing ahwe finance ministry enra wo ye nsenkyerani bi sa nsenkyerani no eyi adesua bi Afri Ghana for so ye beba so sisi banungwa farm manager fire me enko
being relocated to the Amahia enclave. And what is happening now is the farm has been demarcated in such a way that now there is a highway which is actually posing a risk to even the animals on the farm. Unfortunately, some of the private developers have also started developing their lands, and even a critical one is where the farm office is, which has been walled to the extent that if we are accessing our office, we need to also have maybe the gates being open for us before we are able to access our office. Now, the current situation, they are building the structures, they are not yet done at Amahia. Let's say about 50-60% done. But until they are done, we cannot move. But then most of the private developers are insisting that we should demolish our structures for them to also develop their land. So that is the situation in which we are.
Do you know if this?
When you know your how bind that down the buy. When you know bind that down at now yash high boy fuaso ma private developers see abe wuran sasia. And can was say ye de buana kriayo as original wo memoir. And look at how the workers are struggling to use their own offices. Yaba ya go finance ministry so or say ye no any send your buy way dane or say ye no amena be ya de padia man no eno na meguso am dan na di e de achew and na ma bind dan so e ka be do my Ghana so edru bebenso bi na ye kwadwa man so a obi ambe se obehwe o my Ghana enim fisani abobosia bebre ama yana ngasa ye babontin be ka se ye ni hwe de mo bia eti na epono na kane na ke bie eme yetibi ko bobosia no ya tutututu ni nyina mu ema ye ni omo ye didi omo kano tena ase edi nkomo eme ye ka che omo se e ka na ye di omo nyina no ye tu ahyeda to the sense of bind that ani hinse minim adwene ba ni tim woni nyansa mu no e ka na da ho no wo tu bi hyeda afi wo tu bi hyeda eye 2026 wo to be called 2027 wo to be called 2030 it wonu ankasa de e ka no ene ni tria no ene ba bi obekwa akope sika free de tria no enye ne ha obio de oya ya ne se wo de kana to ene wo adwane ko because ye to abetia omo now sabre nso a aban foforo aba na wo mbeka omanu atum na ho brasie mu wo mo de mpa ye ne nimde kakra no mo wo no abo aban wei amenetibi eyi Ghana free or how no mo de abrɛ no so no no mo timra se bedwafie eye no ma mo ankasa mani tua se wo mo ye so no finance minister honorable Dr. Kasiel ato forcing wo ka kire se wo ma ye didi wo mo kan wo mo ni wo mo di nhyamu wo mo ni wo mo di nhyamu wie ye no ye kan be $2.8 billion also mo yi sa de so na free ye so se be ya ye betima ho me kakra hwese de osika na asem.
As you may recall,
the previous government embarked on an IMF program that had a comprehensive debt restructuring as a conditionality. This became necessary because our debt at the time was unsustainable and there was the need for Ghana to meet debt sustainability threshold for low-income countries, sometimes known as the Lake DSA. The thresholds were: A, reduce debt to GDP ratio to below 55% by the year 2028 in present value terms. B, to reduce the external debt service to revenue ratio to below 18% from 2028 onwards. And C, to ensure that no external financing gap exists during the IMF program period. One of the key elements of the debt restructuring was the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding by the Official Creditors Committee for Ghana. The former Minister of Finance, the Honorable Mohamed Amin Adam, commenced the process for the signing of the MOU by individual members of the Official Creditors Committee in June 2024. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to announce that following His Excellency the President's directive, we have made significant progress in Ghana's external debt restructuring. On the 17th of January 2025, I, in my capacity as Minister of Finance designate, met with Ghana's advisors and the technical team of the Ministry of Finance to discuss the state of affairs, create a timeline, and outline action plan for implementation. Since then, the Ministry of Finance team have worked tirelessly to advance the President directive. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks a significant milestone from the team, and we are pleased to inform all Ghanaians that the Memorandum of Understanding, reached with the Official Creditors Committee last June, has now been fully signed by all 25 participating creditors countries. We are grateful for the Official Creditors Committee's members, their commitment, and particularly the committee's co-chair, China and France, for their support and assistance to Ghana throughout this process. Ladies and gentlemen, the Memorandum of Understanding formalizes the debt treatment agreed with the Official Creditors Committee and follows a long and in-depth negotiation process initiated by the government of Ghana back in June 2024. The signing of this agreement constitutes an important milestone in Ghana's debt restructuring journey. Ghana is now entering the final stage of the restructuring process. We now have a strong and detailed framework to implement the financial terms through bilateral agreement with the official creditors. We also hope to make further progress with our commercial creditors in the coming weeks to reach a mutual beneficiary solution for the debt treatment. In these discussions, we will be guided by the most favored creditors clause and in the principles of comparability of treatment, offering.
Eti dion kani nyina ne se enhyemu ahodo no eka agese a abandada ne jade to woni nti ene IMF ya ebra na yeda yade mpaso a yede ekoye no eso metime di nkomo ama entiase eye adwuma ama sese ekansi esie no ebetimi akoso basabre de na nanka yedwin se beba be yade so kase wo so na egina around by 2.8 billion no. You say, Yenya home kakrenam and Tiasia Aye Juma. Now, last one on the international front, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama equals retreat me. Now, sa retreat no koino. Obakaya free bra no ope to me, Bessie bra o ba bem bra o swaye, debie danano, Sabibi memu yanka bom, yeni drabom, titru after year war, a year Ghana, yen take advantage. Na ye ni hu dwa se be ya ye be self reliant yes se akasa no kodi akotene wa bra otu boss apro no Honorable Felix Fosukwachi ekasa my His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Ghana presidency wo mo ba nra no wodan na di e kire nia esi ye wa kwantu anim tie.
His Excellency the President just returned home from Tanzania which was the last leg of a three-nation tour. The tour began with a brief stopover in Angola, where President Mahama engaged his Angolan counterparts, held some bilateral discussions which revolved around ways that could be explored to deepen the already very healthy ties between Ghana and Angola and explore areas of mutual cooperation for the economic benefits of both nations. It was a brief visit, just a couple of hours. After that, His Excellency headed for Kenya, where he was invited by the President of Kenya, who is a champion of the reforms, institutional reforms of the African Union. So an event, which is the extended bureau meeting of the African Union institutional reform, was convened, at which His Excellency President Mahama underscored the need for deep-seated reforms in the way that the African Union operates and carries out its mandate, so that the benefits of Pan-Africanism and regional integration can be better felt by the hundreds of millions of people living on the African continent. It was a very fruitful event, and every indication is that following on from that meeting, more progress will be made in terms.
The Honorable Felix Fosu out and can say, "What Oba Mania war near His Excellency John Dramani Mahama." Well, back in Ghana, another big issue, Songo Salt project. And on the sound come away, a man of homeless umrebi, and not to me for a proteste, some more pet and fasudie, and the free Jumana air cost or now no more discussing about local participation, local content. Well, and then the common Adani, where the Juma for no more on Ankasa. And now Omode Amanye Abetuja said, SCC be Yaba. And yes, a be Yaba, SCC Yaba. And Baba into almost a monk command Umbedine Diamama saying, but just a little background. Songo Salt Project, a state-owned enterprise. And it's been like this since 1992, before its divestiture in February 2021. So I say, Caneno Naye, or mine dear. Kwame said, Nana Kufuado by Abanyoma Gutie. Kwame said, Nana Kufuado by not 2021. Wadane Sam Grand Grabinza. Also, Sabrina, Wadania Sam Grand Grand Saman for sorry. Womokasa went here. Okay? And Grand Grand Baji Jumaya. No one from Kofu Numanswa. Won't you moka? Workers, severance pay, liabilities of the divested company, another one. So obey diffuse public perception on the new company. And also, when Ora Abuaje da Costa wa, and Ora Hazel. And so I say, I'm a baby one common. Okay. And common Mumwine and Tiasi, the other potting Koso.
You Kwame DwaboAse. I'm saying me church kakra. Okay. Ahano me gina ho ama Ghana My Workers Union. Me your finance committee chairman. Ti me kasa ama Ghana My Workers Union ku no. Union na adwumayefo ye hye union ase. Na de awom ni say ansa na ebeba esisie no so no kra no. Edwuma na nkasa egu. Edwuma na egu. Se musuma mo reporters no mo kɔ ho a obehu say ye raw materials ye de edwuma na nkasa esi water. Oho nya start air dry. Ye nya sea water na raw material na de ayedwuma. Wunya sea water na e be take 1 month. Ema evaporation it take place man na dane brine. And unya another 1 month. And all the brine egu crystallize em man na dane nchini.
Adwuma na ya bind dia na ye de shan kran sa no. Ana aban say ye de shan kran sa e be gina ne na so no. Wo si egu.
Ensem wo ho. Ensem na wo ho mu chechire se. Ensem na wo ho chechire mu se. Wo beti ensem na media so na nyama dodo na eyentro. Company dada na songo na wo ka ho asem no. Enchini na company ni tu no. Ejuma fofo na e ba ya na ye de $114 million akwa kwahye mu no. Ontumi tu nchine ne da.
Wow.
Chechire mu ne se songo ne etu nchini between 65,000 metric tons and 76,000 metric tons. Ya nya de kra ne etu 65,000 metric tons.
Wow.
Ya de no ye 76,000 metric tons. 4 years ne adwuma ne bae no 60 kro nya bi da. Na mecheche mu ye former president Nana Akufo-Addo otinye. Kwan offer so de adwuma ne sha ankran sa na endimu. And from day one ya complain. From day one near ya call labor commission akwa ekosi obiantie
na mko labor commission is saying
your labor issues. Article 65 of Ghana's labor law is stating very clear. I'm say C or D. We are wadwen say person dane aban adwuma e de ba ankra embra ho kwan ofa so embra ba ko ni say oni workers betenase na wa kire dia wo pese wo ye kire om na oni omu edi nkomo om compensation nkomo ensi yet yedwum one day on the 6th of January and yet say ministry conference room omo dane adwuma de ama ankra bi obia ne yendi hu nkomo nti ye kɔ kan asem no chief director no representing government e was a transaction mu any investor na Magdan e hye ye bo say oh we de sika na ye de ba be hye adwuma bibia nsesa mo condition of service yen fa yen sanka ye be hye adwuma ne ye betua mo ka in dollars ni nya ekodane atro asema ye ka chiom say na mo ka de amon fento nkrata so man krata ne wa ha ye sign MOU e kire say oh ye sika sem adwuma e fo bia en lusu na adwuma ade e chi pepepe na sesa ye si ye ndie ye nya adwuma ade ba ko pe na ye adwuma o si ye no punishment
say asotwen say
ye be twen waso de a si ye ne be yisu ba bibia o si ye no ye fa nya adwuma
wow
eno ena ne ye call labor commission
okay ma fa aboaje da costa so brem no so senior no so hunu ne ye koso ya wo kan on fa bi so ye bre ni swa enti mo monitor mo me
ne waka nyina ye no kure me ye adwuma wo for 30 years
30
good years
enti ebra na ye songo no na
emra na ye songo na me wo
okay
enti me ba 2020 enti 2021 no mo de adwuma no ma me ba no mo ka ho nsem enti me entitlement bibia almost say ono no ba betua investor no ba betua ma ba fie up to now 5 years na me manya 5 years on tua yewu me say me yar makoda kolebu a na sese me no me na minim 3 weeks bia say me kolebu me nyes kan fanko na ye ayaba retirement no ye do so e na omo say be omo wu nyanka ne manyanka ne de obetua musika ama no nyira on tua ebinom yare sese ya
nti aban ni tinye
e just investor no betua sa sika no
make say anka yamfa investor ma nka we besi
enkensi masa enkensi nka no say you need sika kura pona say o pension ya o entitlement no yetimi ka kire say o ye be ma won kire na wa ton na wa di usika
kane no
nti o atukweta be miensa kura na wo fa wa ukọ na say wo ton 20 na wo yisu 1 cedi krapa on be fa ntentem ama no won saka usika o ma edi mani ma kwa nyina obi an saka ne sika na ye a investor be fa adwuma ye a ye obi an wa ne saka ne sika ye yare hwese na biti wo hu ebi no ma be ebi no mu ani efra madam ba ko krapa no na ni kakra sa wo nyes kan ko now opua je se kura ni mu
Hazel the abedai
ye be church mu say they are all describing a medical suicide and you know the best we are meeting at church mu last year ye see nipa 4 omo ye pensioners omoko Steven Sawodo onya kidney failure we nyesika anya dialysis no wuye Emmanuel Akrofi Togbenu stroke ekunu ejuma na ye no eye highly
risk no
high risk yeah. Because enchino efa pause mko mu inti diabetes ne
liver problems any hypertension very common our area mo nti wuye adwuma na wuya end of service benefits e de ma on what is how ho yare nti se wo sanka osika yare beku eti se de na mo pese esi
aban embrem
wombrem wo kwan be
transaction nankasa edane if government ede ba private no entwa yi o man fa mbra kwan so wo assume company assets any liability ni nya ya odi also offer we company no wafa assets and liabilities no ontua ye wentua they also say aban na also aban because ejuma na ya aban dia enti mbi aban na bebe tua liabilities ama ayenim enti aban bremu ejuma na da ho no ejuma kese ya also aban twa na enim ekohwe
wonya ya ensambe ya aban dia na
sisi ana ya aban dia
ana diversity no na
diversity no man complete enti ya aban dia
okay
ya aban dia e wo sen ka mo transfer asset ye wo document wa ha omo agreement omo ne private man ye ye o sen ka mo dani properties nya de share aban ni sa omo man 8 conditions say ondiso odiso a wendiso ebi ni liabilities ya ye kan wa sen wendiso workers compensation wendiso aban ni share no e wo no white paper mu e wo mo sales purchase agreement mu say woni workers internase wendiso inti ejuma ndi aban dia
me question is say the nana me patron say yes dane anase yes sakra enhyeemu ne ya ye de tene be dia boamu a ususu say embe ye solely aban dia wa bra nkran bi amechem
embe ye solely aban dia say wohwe ejuma na bakosema e wa aban sem na wentu ekoso yanti bi e wa aban sem na wentu yanti bi encheche musu no say on mine boka say nchini wo man mo kra nchini fi Senegal na Egypt enu nya ka on esika sema say yi nti o man boka 6 March 2024 your former president e kan say oh nchini 1 million enya ne kra ma chechiri mu o mo kan say o mo afa edwuma yefo 3000 enya ne kra edwuma yefo e a little bit but edwuma na da ho no ebetumi afa nipa be 1000 ebetumi afa nipa 600 in the short term 1000 in the long term you bet me to nchini be 200 or 300 metric tons 300,000 metric tons annually obia enko Egypt obia enko Senegal na akokra nchini ma esika na say nti yade a wo sa aban itie ya omuncho omuni be hwe edwuma no edwuma na egu
okay ejabo anyo da costa de onso de be twetwo I mean in terms of recommendation
aban mo modern na onye esika ma ni ewu papa yi yede ne ko labor commission e ma labor commission friend ka che so ntua ka o ma ni date o ma ye check e go epim na check na anya adwuma check na anya adwuma o tro check say yesika ni anya adwuma enti aban no animanum ya o hwe na onye yesika wo investor ni nchen ma ye
krata na mo de call labor commission
ye labor commission ruling ni na me de
ruling no
labor commission e ruling ye
okay
on the 7th of July say pensioners no yentu amunyi aka
oh na che say court asha say yentu omuka any
when the so labor commission crash your legal department say on fa asem ne court on fa court non ko enforce willing ye nim de esi
ya ko labor commission wa akwa on kwa esi ye hu ye legal for no wo hwa hu omo so ye be frem monko
eti mo be dey apart from so oni ye kasa e wo TV so ni radio so no e de na mo be e de aboa you know omo bresa brain
eyenhye ma aban say obetie yesufre because ene ya aban adwuma eda so ya aban adwuma enti asedue bi eda aban so a also ye friend is ombrem on fra afenu ni nya ntenase na sure say yetenase a ye betumi enya kwan ya befa so ya beboa ye nuanu mu ene ya bo adwuma no so
very well ye brani so abaten komo no eni da ho kama what me adan ensem na di e a che amansa yen hwe de aban be yen so be follow up ne yahwe aban adwenkyere wo niamwa ka no ho na fe so adamo a omo ebetu e de afa ho etimre pem no ye be say hye bi medo ase but me sure so wo bibia wo de betwa to
de amewa me de betwa to ne say asomdwi ni krom ho eno nda nchen ya how kese pa ne say we eyo man japade kese a e wo so man ni ko ho se na ebe ya ebe bua adan man nankasa na abua Ghana man nya me my age ma 27 years
wow
ochina minim me ba bi obekọ kopi obe ejuma nti me pepa mu se ejuma ne ntenase ochina bi me ba bi beto enya bi aye nti aban no yesre no bebi owo bia so tie ye nde a enimanum ya nye nde ne ochina ya ombra no mbembe boan wan be boan nde a ye ni choice bia se be fa ho
adwen fa no ye de en
adwen fa no se be bo ejuma ho ban
eno no de ade
ye be boy adwuma ho ban o se ye adwuma tie
o bo ho ban ade na be
ye be ye niam bebre be boy adwuma ho ban
te se de
demonstration se no ne ka se aban beti dia ye nya be ye dede ye ne ye yere no mo ene ye mba no ye be ye dede na aban tie yesu frɛ
nana no mo so mo be
nyina ye be ko bi ye ne ye yere no ne ye nana no nyina ye nyina ye be ko bi
wow
se workers 300 se na make na wo yere ba ko a e be kan wo 600 wo mba miensa e be kan wo 1005 inti 1005 nya be ko go adwuma mo ko si bre aban betie e ya aban asede so obeboai
but aban foforo na aba o
Kwame ma meka no kora
aban foforo na aba afi no wo hye
aban foforo ya wa be
yes
NDC basu tem bia adwuma no koso obi a wo kromo bia nim say MPP ba na adwuma na ansama bam ma ye adwuma for 30 good years enti aban no mean say onu an obetimi ahwe na adwuma no so ye adwuma kese a kromo mrante ne ade nyina me ba fi ho dadaada aban so mu yi a mrante man kran ne ade mepa adwuma wo adwuma kese ba e wo enti aban hwe
me kai omampanyin Mahama ne first time na onu a ebe say yen bo say obeye ne limited liability company eno ne na de na eda ne ni so em say fufu anto ata e no de fi so e na MPP abamba e wada ne adwuma me yakọ ha nti say ye be kai aban na de okan no di so
limited liability company no eno ana mo peso ye
on di so man
eno na beboa
okay
me do ase ora Hazel and afenso eja aboaje da Costa some beboa nkomo no anope mrepem no ye besentia we first out of many nkomo a ye bedie ye be hwede aban no so woka se hwiansi ade mo so mo be ye bedie achie kopem se asem ne ye be pene pomasi bre me damase ebuja me damo so ase ye dan ho aba ye ba nkomo no ye nyanwie ye wo bebre a ye wo e de mamo Power FM DwaboAse ne ye ba Yakwa.
Appointee brabo. Economics in Quan. And Grand Brabo. Economics in Quan. Appointee Yabe. Yena Banu Sikape.
Sikapo.
Umianya Yajima ye. Yanya Pribia Pepe. Appointee Mayawe. Name one bread for Dosu.
Omodosu.
Hobadia. Amafobedia Maupa.
What do Hobadia Amafobedia Maupa? A breath for us to Dosu. For Hobra. With a Bora cycle. What do Hoba? Yabama Samina. Ever catch us iPhone. So much 70 Pro Max. That's no easy. Actually, for a young man, the Bosumia Ketia, 1,005. And I walk on high on Nib wanted to send the Bosumia Ketia. And yes, be a watcher 1 month old. And yes, be a watcher 2 months old. And yes, be a 6 months old. Watcher 1 year, everyone 2 years, everyone 3 years. When we are Nigerian, you be Baba Jacob. Me say when we are Nigerian, you know.
Baba Jacob.
Oba. Na me meet me munino. Now bre. Me say works and housing minister wo adwuma yo. Rwanda for edi kanya kire say ye low cost housing. Ya ni bia ni ye tiremo ye no. Musi bi ma ye. Enkra brabo. Kumasi abrabo. Sunya ya brabo. Enye nkra nko aho. Me say nkura akese wo mamu ha nyina. The story is the same.
Kafa.
Me firma kura se aba kuro kese ye na fe. Baby ameda, die medi, die mese. Agita.
Wache.
Coffee. Obi da kom nra. Ese wada kom ama ekom da no. Ene ne honam na je. Eti e normal. Beze. And that's a 101 because
he that 001
Nintini Ebonumi. Honorable Sam George.
Sam Natty George.
Yeah, obviously, very way. Sam George said you was a gas and over and one go.
It's Jata Bacone.
Jatabione. Jatabi.
Jatabiele. Kada Lubana. And then Jatabako boom.
And then Jatababom.
Exactly 9 a.m.
What's that? Zalina? Any Jatabe Casa.
Kwame Minkah dia me di overseer newspaper na befiase ene yawda anopay na overseer ni nsema ode abasem kesi pa won nanim ha no o say Ghana secures $2.8 billion debt relief as official creditors sign MOU.
Tobo sika ba be di ensana. Debt relief secures.
Kwame say edika. Enti wonga yedidi wo muka no.
Emu 2.8 billion.
Ena
yedi ayede
emom de ache
wo so mo de ayede
samu om se sasika yensom na eka na yedi no ye fa bintua
o say
sa
kan krata ni ye
o say Ghana secures $2.8 billion debt relief as official creditors sign MOU.
Okay.
Yeah.
To as well.
Go to wala. Enti overseer newspaper. And
they said out here zero no.
Kwam enye sana.
Esikana.
Kwam say yedika.
Honorable to force be boan komone. Enra brofo bebrebe a wo kai. Ne kura wo twi mu na ne say.
Ne kura ni say. Oman Ghana
read the full detail of the story.
Full details no.
Okay bebo.
E wo classify to so on page 4 no. E na ode aba.
Ba bi e she bia yi. Na ifie for person mo ti ase.
Enuni enti ewo eye page 4 ewo ene eye the overseer newspaper page 4 no ena ewa ha
jamayira
page 4 no so ebuakemu
okechukwu page 4 no way
page 4 no me hu ni ye
okay kwa other papers na me hwade
okay eni mamenko eye Ghanaian Times mo Ghanaian Times so send your capture no ne o say Ghana official creditors committee seal pact enjoys $2.8 billion debt relief. And also so and also we nim ha page 12 Ghanaian Times mo. And mami ko page 12 Ghanaian Times mo ni nyina yen kan bi.
The gutter of the middle page of the paper.
Ghanaian Times. Also, the country has enjoyed a debt release of $2.8 billion from its official creditors as a result of debt restructure exercise embarked on by the government under the 3-year extended credit facility arrangement with the International Monetary Fund in 2022.
Oh, say, I'm a baby. It's 2.8 billion. Sika na say. Yeah, catcher says I bring 2.8 billion beer. A can win tia. It's money among farm. Say at least for now.
For now, no.
Not later.
Near chia.
You heard your bay. A no answer Yamaya Sika.
One of my Sika, so Mudisika Nasha Yensem.
Omu my Sika. But ye kaya dear no, and I so can a son. Or one Fabian Chaya, ye be in I was a say, and ye chay, and no chay, ye me fan say, ye is uncle ye free, and Jesus say, aha, ye free, Jesus say.
I say yes, I send you. Ghana young send you national.
Yes,
and almost away no one so kakrama. Okay, so on. It is an name. It is overseer at the Abba, ewe enimha. As a full overseer at the Abano, a chum say Yenuya Alex Kweku Asafo, Ej, Wanga Pauno, say Uncle Shetri, say Registrar General, our Ghana Registrar Scholarship Secretariat Honum, and it is Abri Kweku. It is a say Asafo Jane, Divu Froye. Registrar General.
Kwaku, the Registrar General.
Eti overseer the Abawa ha. Kwame asefo from overseer the Abawa was appointment in hono. O chiremu say Yewra Sami Ofosu Ampofu doctor. Also an appointment no so aba. NFA professor our University of Ghana. Ransford Jamponum. Won dini nenem. NFA
what dini nemu say.
Also what say Uncle Share ashe baako
amane say ya pound so on Shippers Authority
Ghana Shippers
Authority and Professor Kobe Mensa and so call Tourism Authority
and Professor Kobe Mensa no or marketing background.
So a political marketer.
Yeah, political marketer.
Yes. Oni medjuma
ne. Wodi madia ton.
Yeah.
And Ghana Tourism Authority one Ghana ton.
And I was here ton.
And yes, here ton see
yeah ton yisika o.
Yes.
There be I was say Ghana so so ye dey to baby as a back answer ni we ya.
Obi abeba.
Enipa beba ha. Na the more omo trooping in so the more no omo so di sika ba. Enya say yes mo ba keke. But omo ba na was ye nsu enya mfaso. E free omo so nti yeah, was here digu kwaso masa for the bar. Ebetumi aje kakra ne enso ade asie wo mani wa ma ni sika sima ko yie no. Eno ho adwuma no okoye.
Na say sabia ho no wuhia obi akwa.
Debi.
Wuhia obi owo expertise
no.
No connection.
Yeah.
Any links no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Asemfu from me be we overseer mu so Kwame Nanope no. O chem say new GRA boss, Ghana Revenue Authority, ni boss fufa wanga power no.
NDC ni o.
You. Come. Unim say.
We NDC ni ma.
Unim say hwehwemu amaye. Echirim say papa yi nani ma minimum 31st December movement no you. No you be out the juma as a professional obi a wa bin ye papa.
You see mebo civil servants no do now. Omo don political parties. Se bredu si e ma appointment e bubo mu din a.
Yeah.
Eya mrebi antoko e ba no no. So free ba manfo nim de omo ye wa agiro. E no madwuma mra no kire se e wo se wo no won fa won hye amanyo se mu sa wo de won be hyem kura ni se yi wani am obi a de
but yes you ante ase yes nipa ne ehun so di party na chia na so gina simpie so tire bia won ka ho e na ne nyina mu kura no bra se so onye NDC ni o NDC ni o professional o wonim die ne wo ho enti si atwene so ntontoni ehun se we bia ye hwe eyi ba bia e de ne revenue authority wo no eye sika o.
Yeah.
Ghana ye rever ye sika ne be ho na ye twifiri o. Ti se bia ntokro bi de da ba bi na so no ne enim so wo mortar na obetimi de atwatwa sa ntokro no a. Si ye yi ne so o medi say position ani mu asenkense hwe.
Absolutely.
Sometimes ye chitafo no niema ni bi ho a we should consider on that level say sabe yera John Dramani Mahama sabe onye tiwi a onim say asumesi obenten mede ne ko hei obe ha dia na so ha dwene
ka bi ma wo na kasa mo kasa kire ya na mo chiechie mu a ye betia
eno so ho hia
so kasa
but betimi so aba say obi interest say bia me so me fi say nka me ko ho a nke be bo ntine amfa boys ni nkoguo no mo nya yi na nya yi
you never know ono so de ekura no you never know e bia de ekura ayino opanyin no ono so wo bi
Anthony Sapon enti yema na the benefit of the doubt say
obetumi ayejuma nse kwanga ye betumi afa so agije to wo man mo ye be no abefo kwanso ye be new reforms no opani ye obi a ye expert wo ho enti saadi bia no obetumi ahweso ye papa e de ama enti nse mahuru wa na no pay overseer e de aba no bi eni baka voma wo ni che wo kopai nyina no na no podi hu sama ba wo overseer ni
enti fa daily graphic democrat and twaso de mefa wo mu no free senior high school na yera how na idrisu unse na no yete nkras wo se wo se de date fa free senior high school ho ba me ehunu na no pay de democrat and kan ho asem ne se o se beneficiaries na se mfaso na enipa o manya so mfaso no enya 5.1 million said eyi mampani akufo ado mo kan na no kra o be wie ne kase kra o sa kan se o se de bi 3.9 million and a beneficiaries of free senior high school intinya 5.1 said ye wo kan na nkomodidie bi kosofa ye ho masuan hye ho and all this answer me too
a difference of somewhere around 2 million that's that 2 million no more 1.2 that's the difference omo
1.2 million
sango for no mo for mu free
minim baby omo free omo de omo abeshem enti omo de omo abeshem bi enti eno so ho asem eno no na krata akro yemu na so afa ya paw no a wono na ehwe ya kwan ne akwante ponsem so Kwame Agboja governance so e de atudwa se ahwe a eno ye road ministry no won be ye audit what me say audit won be ye audit ka omo de contractor for no won be hwehwem because e bia na obi kura ho no mu adwuma bia ni ho a waye enso ode ne nkrata abasa aban ne ka nti won beto won bo ase no won asese wo se de ka 5000 e de na ejina so a e ma asa aka we ba e was ofifi mu me hunu se ye kohwe na se de waye no e ne 5000 ka ni ebo ebra na ese no so ye hu se de be ye
Kwame Agboja governance so enhye ebo se wa bra wo mo ye audit no enkoye se MPP for de ni bi say ye audit na akwan bi wo ho e wo se ye no na sense wa
ye be jaya ma na sense but wa kan se this year no akwan ni bebe road invente ya de ba ko a wo mo de be ye wo mo priority e wo ministry ho nti me gidi se obehwe no ho asem aka na Minister of Works and Housing ya paw no enra oka wo ya approve wo mo ne ho Kenneth J Gilbert eno no so se dan no a e wo se ya affordable emi enya bi mo tinan bra kwa me ho hia pa
affordable nya esika affordable ni bi
yetu bata ban kran nti fierafo bi ni edi asie pa ye nya asem ke to ma ye ho papa ye ho hwehwe ye ho yira ye ho hwe nye ye enti ye besre so aka sa wo be ni sa my daily graphic and say when you afofro bi e na no pe
Penning His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on the Chief of Staff Homfoni Ewa Hanom say Ura Chief Julius Debra Nina Nam say Oman Mahama Eko Nansa Ejuma Yensra Shewo among Makumaku Ebiesa so we bibi memoir enti omuti wasanga bedru Ghana memoir enti odi hu nsem NFA Homfoni aba mahu COP Nathan Kofi Boachen so Ewa Hanom a ono so gina me bi ntunya Ghanaian Times Sacrifice to so du Ebiesa na obetimi akenkan sa insem ni bi ewom
na dia na metete se aman bia yi omu ho afri ECOWAS no enya asem dada na
the old na on
na aman home ni so bi
Burkina Faso Niger and Mali on sa asrafo na sabre wodi won anim na obekaya o mampani de da wa koi bon ni ye ne fe ECOWAS fo nema bia wo won ana motu bi anye sa man abiesa ide enti wo ye won adwense ne won so obetwe won ho de fie bibiri matoye mantem nkabom ku no ho enti enu so na nama won aye won akasa ma me ne wori kasa no sa man abiesa no wode nkratase abase okay ne tintontan won atwe won ho e de fie ECOWAS mo but Kwame Bribian say ni se ne abai no me jadi say with the likes of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama
no komo bi course you
na
ka omo hunu hia se omu nyina ne amama hodo ewo bibi ma atoye ha no ebe ka kire bom na ya ye adwuma kwa enim
unse initially no
be na sesan
unse initially no ECOWAS edi kan be ma won timeline be asking sort of say almost threaten won say won am meka ECOWAS and reason won decision na won am won opepom busumi aye womi date bi say won am meka ho ene ECOWAS be fa won ho agin eno na nam so a sa manga bi san yi won edi kan din krate ya but Kwame senior Burkina Faso mampanin Ibrahim Touare omutumi ba omampanin Mahama ne intimidate say nkomotwetwe besan akọ so biom and John Dramani Mahama knowing him very well no obetimi ne mpanyefo akasa ma won asesa won adwene biom intimidate say nkomotwetwe no ebekọ so biom a ye behu sakira ewom ho no Kwame.
Okay, you didn't see no.
Okay. Enti adisi no emse ne se enkomo we mu nyina enkomo dada. Enti
right now they don't get anything published.
Because your friend is Omane Boama we enra ye didi ho nkomo say asrafo nko ntumi nko galamsey no. Enti waka ho asem enra de ache parliament amabo a yenyaje na to mawie en awowefo ahemfo ya wo so ka galamsey asem aka ho asem abiem. Foforo am say wo mu aye say era John Dramani Mahama ne 29 other heads of states da ewe bibremu o ma hyebo so o be expand electricity access e dey ama wo nkrofo nti ne wo mo ehwe ni mu say about 300 million addition wo mo ewo ebibremu ebenya nkania eye sustainable nkania
West Africa na the whole
Africa na nti ono ene ni nuanom aduonu nkron mo kabo mo ye aduasa 30 African heads of states and our masisi ejina ye no omo di dwuma bi wo Tanzania, United Republic
President Mahama is up to something
and
as a Kwame Nkrumah san
abebio and Kwame uhwe Daily Post mu bioma Richard Jackman ne young photo samfo at forcing sensem of some for no mun sem by abances asem no nyani echi tinton tan what was asem nyinem
etinura na tinton tan
nyina ye dia paso asim
enso ye beto aso ana ana asem na si
se ne eboboba se afeni yi ne makoma ko yi ne 11 se yi 3 etwem nti aka de aka se start opuni de ne yewura sedu agongo ene nura japa ne ofosu
ampofo
na aban be Paul hene babo ama bani achewa na
eni se ne abai si ye de de ye hwe de bekwa
kwase boss ye chewa no pay
kwa mi raba ko ne di ni okata owo okuma ekropon mirror and nano pay so hwe kwa mechi ane nano pay yes
because BBS Hey, asemo. Akra COVID akwa na face amapoma checheku na ati wo kase ye de obokra temu nsam ebrem anope wo DwaboAse wo power 97.9 mu dodo na de mo messages ma dwenche ne mu susu ya ba e wo Facebook live minking gang kakra William Stockbo O2 was stop wasting your time on this apanyo Martin matter Teresa Kote enso any jidie na ho na face Zakaria Kibu as the message about was the most authoritative early morning information man. Fireworks, that was a Kwame. Martha Dogbenya was it, but has Apanyo Markin openly apologized to the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Sumana Bagben, is for the gods. Serenity McCarthy so in the message about was it the people of Efutu didn't vote for him. He transferred people's vote from all over the country to his constituency. Who evidence there? Crash for Fufu also the need about it. Doomso is gradually coming back. Eti mama ye bibi found. Na mom the mujato wa yete win. Enya na President Mahama Gusua was solving. And what Miami would wa Ghana Kanya na jinaswa. Carl Theophilus say so Apanyo has intentionally been mentioning names so that Obede Obaka NDC for Trabomana. An agenda with the Emfa Kwame Emfa Obinka Sanchen were party him. Says a party in a Senate ya we ya. Some political strategy way Emfa. Ibrahim Idisi, good morning. My question is the NDC baking the stealing and looting of the MPP? What was the special prosecutor saying? NDC, if you leave these criminals alone, Ghana form fan jamu. We message I also Odiaba Ibrahim Idi Juliana Tiemo and so share live on Facebook. Wa me baba kwa homano so why ready na yene Alhaji Haruna Halidu eni nkomo former Ablekuma Central parliamentary candidate edema NDC amanyoko no na no yedi nkomo bi ema abanti a wo ye businessman bi ehon sem be mu Honorable Halidu na ema asem so se nkofo bi ne nama wo mo chichichichi class na nkofo no the oral din enenama wo mu di se adwuma no Emma what the amanebono etu yanim Emma branch your friend in Dego the din be muma Dego so by ebe cheche nsemu kire se wono no wo ye NDC ni de na no ka no ho e na wo ye MPP ni na de na no mo ye no obe justify e che nientia no mo yes well Honorable Alhaji Haruna Halidu ese Indego kansem bia enye no kure efa no na opese wono so nyabre no so cheche nsemu serebe ya no kure no ebeto ye Halidu abahoma no so ana onyama so dia yankwa yanim health alert clinic dane den you mo kɔ no heba and kai so mo ye the number 1 ulcer treatment center yeah ba ulcer oko health alert ye betere te say stroke diabetes hypertension sra de boni abaya kwansidia mo apomoden hunsam wode ni nyina ba health alert ye bedi wudwuma ma ho. Yeah, you need to experience almost so now, which will detoxify your body. Be you feeling kikawa, everybody in amwa de ho. Yeah, you physio massaging, ningina ho. Yon fidie say yensa. Asan ye bedi yadie bia hu dwuma so. Ye do be call laboratory services wo. Show mo gem, show sebiem, ahwa wo junsom. Edwada kosi fiada ye adwuma free anopo no so kosi anwumrebre mu no onum. And Krabata would run a war gun for Nanya Titru, Medina, Kasua, Pokwase, Asham and Atakrade. Corner Quatu Wayari Shani Wayarisa. Health alert, Yakona Heba. Omana money is 0242518893 and 0242518865. Well, Ubet we need big, and a day, and a yawa day. Ube we need big, I'm a bottomaya debt. Yawa, Nessin Kete said, would you hear now be to us here? Simple, but I can't do now. Many sika kesi ewo mega cash lucky box anymore. Mega cash lucky box. Also bet my winner. Bet me winning up to 500,000 Ghana cedis. Ewo mega cash lucky box anymore. Simple. No one's what dial star 426 star 5 hash. Star 426 star 5 hash. Network bia was be a. What dialing out on Sabeka scanner. Ucha boxes a hold one a beba bego. Ye box in Mubako. Box will be a baby bibi wom. A bit my sika. A bit my 500,000. A bit my 20,000. A bit my 2,000. Sika bia pebia benya. A simple dial star 426 star 5 hash. Wouldn't if you do what you agree won't count me. Kaisa terms and conditions apply. National Lottery Authority Ajatum under the Caritas Lottery platform. Yanko Kelmed Pharmaceuticals Adarma Koko dear what you drink can and hope people say because the drona Nidin and said yes bono a papai coco pie leaf
a janya mishra what pie leaf said it not to
now what all a pie leaf tablet in a day
ointment Adura wo body an no koko pe baby aduane e de no ho akwa
mama nie mama dwamni enko
mateme da ase anopai mama bc e na woni na ahia anopai meda mahwefo ne matiefo ase anopai media ne mama bc a odo na adwuma na ayarefo asem eda na akoma so mama bc Africa made Pharmaceuticals Limited anopai ye wonno bebre na mmom ye begina e wo koko de enso eno ani pile and I don't know so mu hu ni say na tie ai pile ointment na tablet pile ointment na tablet say na tie e ma obi mfa asokwa na no wa chenchena say na de bia me ka no 9 6 obi be si ne tie ase na de 9 6 eja anopai mani age if say adanse a eba wadrei hu no e bro adwen ne ntia ase so nti anopai meti ha na mani mo serious na chese fie adanse a anuanom bi edi efa eduro no ho
adoso abroso
enti anopai mani age pa enti sɛ wo ba biara sɛ wo kurom ha wo amanone unua bi wo hɔ no mu a ɔtnam koko ha wo mu koko tete no edokore no a ɛno ani pile-leaf ointment ne tablet na also wadanse aba na hyewrade din ani onyam sɛ koko nko a na tete wo a ɛgya ɛno ani pile-leaf koko etete nkrofo ɛwɔ man mu ne babia woka koko a koko ye yare a ehu so obi dada wo sɛ koko ye yare a ɛyɛ sɛbe yare a ɛda fam a sinihu me na meka kyerɛ me ni ameka ɛna me nimnia koko di enipa afam ɛne nia efimu ɛbaaye ɛba abusua betete enkwala betete wankasa na yare no ɛda wo so no wo de ekura ye kan na aginsem ɛna no meka sɛ mi sɛ enkonkotena jana bia na wase agye wo yire afiri wonsi o kotena ho na adane nsempi adane nuaboro sɛ bikohia ne nhwe yere
den no ye den ase o gye wo yire firi wonsam
sɛ wo kotena jana bia ho a ade no o bɔso a ɛma ase wo se gina akire a wo pese owura mu no koya na ade wagye jana bia ya bɔso enti entwen ana samre no enye den ɛma koko bɛda wo so a na bɛtena wo so a agya wa yemutim koda na tete kotena ho anu ane sɛ wo hwɛ wo phone so a graphic na wo kan da bi na yenye dredie wonya fato wo yem anu ane sɛ obamene ne goro na ointment no so sabe wo de afa bebia wogya wanan no wotena so ase wa de fruit bɔkɔ opie ya na ase abunu mu ase wase me ba no me de mfie ne bi aka ho
wow
enkwala no mo wo saa woni how wote ho na ase o ma chop money if you say wo ye na de na sade eno ane pile-leaf ointment ne tablet mi sa dance ye no dibi ye ntwentwen so no me bobo numbers ne so na wa frɛ me numbers na me bobo hwe mpacho frɛ wate fa uturo dua eye 059 855 3075 and 055 266 7712 eja da bia me ka se ye wo van anase car nam kurom abrante no ho dwo se wo stop no to ba akokoro obema utu akoto obema ka me de se ye hu donti waye den promo watete so se hu onua kan ho van no anase car no omudu nduro no kwa echi no omo number ni frɛ omo 059 31 07422 meeting mu bi 059 31 0742 say ye pulse anase koko anase hemorrhage nko ane hawo ewo wasetena mu a ene watu adi ebi ana wonte mama bi sinka ebi ana wonte pile-leaf ointment ne tablet nka ene adu so entwentwen so ema yare enokro ye won stages o say me kan say ye hu a na minimum ni amekire e won stage 1 stage 2 stage 3 stage 4 o twan ma 1 no koraba da bi mesrew eno ani pile-leaf ointment na tablet ne box no say net ye obi frɛ me na no so me ma so no wa hu ni say net ye aha na bia matale ni mu no mesrew emma obi mfa ade foforo bi enna adawo ebi so de yedin no ade ye wo mo neema ye hu akire
wow
sa nti eno ani pile-leaf piles anase koko ana hemorrhage ebesue wa eja wonsem bebre eja moja ya ade a yenton enti se piles ibesue na wo twen na inflame na sabi epie ewo bebia wo ja wana broni beka se rectum anase anus ho no se epie ho no ma ebeja wo mojatu moja betu wa je se yede wo kwa yare sabia na a doctor for surgeons akọ examine ansana yede nade abehye ho ni abe arrest hemorrhage abeye neon beye sa time no na abusua ani abre ho da bi
ebe shosa na ya na okoya na so ya na edin ho
eja menka na da
wow
na eja ho no sabe woto no bibia wo ja wanan no anus ho no ho hyehyew ho keka wo betimi de wo sabe atitin ana da bi wontimi ntiti nti gise ointment na wo de befa ho entwe masamre ni no mesisia no kwan eno ani pile-leaf ointment ne den tablet ho be keka ho be hyehyew ho be jaw emoja tuo wo pass no hemorrhoidal vein no eno no eya me frɛ no edroben vein ne damu e de ko wo to no bebia wo ja wanan no pass no ebesua wa wo kyem no na ehuhu na apai epai eja wo moja dabi pile-leaf ointment ne tablet say oh wama n'anim agu ase enti mini bi na fa bi eye honom koko no emfa ho ne mfie dudu a edi enna dudu a edi abosom dudu a edi Parliamentary ointment ne tablet say otimi ni nyina ye se ne ehia ne say wo beto na wo be yusu wo tokoto ho de agya enya adwuma na mmom wonya de kan de a ene na eno ano no de bia me ka say aduro de ebejewa eno ane say wo be yusu enya atrema asem na say ya atrema na say wan yusu ebe de ya adwuma sa nti eno ane say wo be ye de wo to a wo be yusu wo de be ka yare no ende na bibia da din enti mesin abobo emiaye a ukwa ubenya bi ato ukwa kaso a discuss papa nyame nhira misi ni pharmacy ho kwana akohwe ode nwum kura si ho obi abedi adanse enura enya nsam keto a wo discuss ho aha enti enkran ha de enu ane de entudu ebe ye nuanum nkramofu asori dan ukwa ho abenya bi adabraka opposite Malcolm na plaza okanshi Elohim Adepa house Ashama opposite Menya Krobo Rural Bank, Madina opposite Malcolm. Ye wo by biara. Unya ura ha so pe Parliamentary ointment in the tablet. A pharmacy biara, herbal shop biara, chemist biara, okwa obenya bi ye wo Cape Coast. Ye wo Koforidia, ye wo Ashanti region Kumasi. Asin Fosu Francis Mensa Pharmacy, Kumasi. Costa Pharmacy, Freddie Mens by biara. Se mamma wo bro no anache say enkyere say ye ni ho no mo ye wo ba biara enti numbers ne na mede atudwa no frese a ebia meti afidie so awo frɛ me a mede no wunyame enti ni amede atoto ho no yire wo ho na frɛ 059 855 3075 and 055 266 7712 and van no car no 059 3107 422 Eradin shall say wetie na wo to a wo be yusu na wo pass no ape baby akote.
Oh mama me da say as always you ever say shia nyame yadoa na otwe se ne abusua DwaboAse ni pa 97.9 so ebu de nanka ebo na otwe no nanka e was honorable Rashid Pelpo ebetena se nanka appointment committee encha se entoto na no but me check say bibi sa enyanko so honorable Abdul Rashid Hassan Pelpo minister designate labor jobs and employment ena omo yansu no makano honorable Ibrahim Mutala Muhammad minister designate for environment science and technology Nediane was scheduled to have started at 9 a.m. ena honorable Samuel Nate George minister designate communications digital technology and innovation also nanke hwe ni say nondriana ye betoto da no honorable Kofi Idi Adams minister designate sports and recreation on also 11 a.m. and anka anototo no ebe shase 12:30 p.m. honorable Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa minister designate foreign affairs honorable Joseph Bukari Nikpe minister designate transport on also nanka 1:30 p.m. and nhihye no nanka was vertino ekoso and Isifu Seidu minister designate climate change and sustainability on also 2:30 p.m. na ye hwe nim so be appear Mrs. Charity Gardner minister designate Afro region 3:30 p.m. and also based on engineer no na ko say or appear but they were normal kon one hwa and sakran said the musin chiche no one hwa musa one hwa ebi mu be kwachina ana one hwa bi mu de be partial ebi mu so de be chepa na e ho amoa ansa na obeti sa nkomo ni nyina wa bra ya tena ase no yenye we ye be call pastor take heba to be a man now when I wash a bones ye be call antek heba I follow but I'm shit on do woman the produce Spanish jinko capsules oyima ye krado ye ne ni nkomo oyima yankwai
Adafo ye na nyame asese ne so wama ye free antekeba center na ye de enupa ebrewo ye nu so de nyame adom ye nyina ye nim se eye pure herbs organic herbs ai kwani pedwe sa yare ma yare na situ na de ekoduru nipadua no kokɔboa se de be ye mogya kwamu ama wontini emu ada ho ahoden bi a wate se ewo garlic mu no ebi waduro we mu anameka se no ne de egu aduro we mu no garlic ni de ya nua ana na hoden na pa na mmom ya ye ni cold press ne de egu we mu wo hwe afefefa kono kama ase skoko na aboa wo ama wo nipadua atimi agya ne na so ye nua nyina de ne ho wobetimi akọ pharmacy shop no wato aduro no mu bia baako bia wa hoden betimi anase ne nipadua no beje na wanom ebeboa wo na wotimi kam yensa no susu bom me friend the three powers combined me san so friend forever young o kam yensa ne bom a eboa se de be ya nipadua hoden begia ne na so yie obi a stroke ehunahuna wo beda sore na na ya odududu wonya ya dure mi yensa na no ebeboa wo anase urefi ade ntentem ebeboa wo na se wo obi a wo sciatica na wo pese wutu ase a ene aduro no nie wo benom garlic capsules ene garlic mixture na mame ebeyi wo sciatica na fi wo be relax sciatica nerves no ama hoden asan ababio afei sa wo diabetes na wo pese ekofam kra na waduro na wo nom no yemfa bi nka ho na yempeja na hoden mu a ene na aduro nie Spanish garlic capsules ene Spanish garlic mixture enwe ne beboa wo afei oba obu wonsa emmayie wonom sa nuro mienu mame a ebeba yie wonti ya na wonti wo haw bia obema waye mre wo mpam na nti de bia no obaya sesa ntokwa aso waduro ni Spanish garlic mixture edura wonom na aboa sede beya wusisum beya den na asan boa sede beya waposo beya den na ntini no aha o guy no na etimi agina so na ye nuro so de eho nya den Ghana ha ba bia tu aduro bia akwa wonya bito na wone e wabroche so ye wo hyehye ye posti kokoma wo mo wobetimi afre yen e wo 0266 1141 11 number na go screen so no na ne doctor akasa na wo abrochie na pese posti brewa and the free WhatsApp na send the audio message na mpochro e wo 0244 642 890 0244 642 890 Antakeba Center Dupa Spanish garlic capsules Spanish garlic mixture and Spanish jingo capsules. Ebi wa pharmacy ni drugstores ahodo ni nyinam. Ukwa abodin se adura mi penie no mbe yi amawo. Ukwa na yeso enu bi no ani nuani a we ni nua. Wo danso. Na adwuma a wo ye no oni obi ani seso oni obi aso ma atipenko. Numbi fa bo wo ho ban entwen ma yare ne mansa. Numbi na ensiesie oni pedua se de be ya wa ho den. Ebetimi ejane na so yie Antakeba Center ye nuru ya ashita Ghana fane nyina so ne bo onye den opebi ato awo mre hwehweduru ya chi 2023 powers combined no anti-agent property say wom ne bema skin aye fe aye fresh na brebia wo hu se ampa mini pedua ahoden ejane na so ye kasa obi kokrom slippers a hye ne bag ni mu no enye se ebia ne kwa na ado na mo mebedu se wo ba fie na ne na se ye dududu o sha enye yie enu nti na wo behia sa anu amienu Antakeba Center ye Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish garlic mixture na ayi sa wo haw na firi ho na fei e de ahoden stronko aba wo nipaduam afi omogya ntimi ni afri sane yi a wo de pressure to akoma ne so e be wie kire na akoma ne yare enti numadure mame Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish garlic mixture onumu a e be boa wo pa wo diabetes no de bia akwa waduro ye tum yegusu tuatua unuane nuro ebe kakra se wo panie ne wo fie wo pese eba fam krama wo a edure na mekanfo ama wo nom ka edure a wo doctor de ama wo no ho nyame di mu nti wo be hu sache papa wo nipaduam stroke na ka wa to fam hwehwe ye edure na nom fa ye edure a wo be nom no podi fa jingo no ka ho mame na nom na bre ne abra no se de ebe che na pepepe na ebe boa ama ahoden aba sempo wantimi ansori ansi wo dada mu a anya hwe de wo sori atena se e de akeka kan ho aye bibi kakra de ubetimi aye Spanish garlic capsules Spanish garlic mixture obi a udware wi ana oho keka wo ana oho ye wo hene ana so obi a wo anum kan halitosis eno benum no emienu na mum sade obefa no no from me doctor e wo number na the screen so no na ene ne nkomo obecheche okwa befa so afa no a wudi betu halitosis anum kan ena for bi odware wi a na ne honam keka no wudi betu ase na forever young no ebeba mu a na ne wudi edoemi ensa ena aka bo mudi green aka ho onum ni nyina bia no pa no ase anum ni nyina bia nwumre ende ebasa na eden so be yare woni peduam san say waste ana say toxins say de yare ba ene ohawa hodo biara eba ni peduam a ema oyare no eno na dwuma ne se ebeyi afrim ama wo obi wo ho no mo ane se da aduani mo se menka mini dey obi so wo obi kura de wo ka won kai ya kan asema che obi free ha kone kokoto bi kobi roko gina pharmacy shop o se me to ko obi ni nyina ya refre obetimi achi ade na wa capture ade ntemo a enkwada adi 12 years etimi nom tobi ma oba no onye shabre na adwemu mie wosuade a wahunu na kuma nsoso nye fresh abre nyina e wo se onu meduru a ebe ma be call hospital na ya catch us say o metabolic age no younger than o age a wodi gina ho eno ene papa no eduro ni efri Spanish SPARNIS SPARNIS na woto ye do no so a pese okode brensiamo ani komu fufuo ye twa no kanko ni atwerom antekebal center wada ho eno na chese wanya original no papa no ubehunu nka twade yi na wasan ehunu garlic ye do to ano so ubehunu se enjewu ha na abam sa to ano ba bia ho no aye green no e wona sa amemkom sa na ye do no tie eye papa na hyanso doso ye mpese ubekọ na watu sika egu na wato de emwa wo na Spanish jingle capsules no so wuto a ubehunu sa ade na etese bofra ba no aye na se deep brown bi ase coffee brown deep bi sa netie ena usomu nsusu otimu se we nya topa yi atete yenimu no we eye gel ase bofra ba na yede ahaban ni mu ahoden a ebo nipadua no yede agumu a wonum ekọ nipadua mu a ebo awo sanso ena ya Spanish garlic capsules no eno so sha uhunu se adonugum me de se makono mpode usha access kokko ena ye twatoa no ho a uhunu ewo mu no eno so garlic cold press ni atwemu ahoden no ade agumu a se wonomu a ebo awo se de be ya unipadua ahoden ankasa no ebetimi akonanim kamiensa ne bom nanom na ebeboa ama ahoden atimi agya ne naso yi kwa ba bi bia etu aduro e wo Ghana ha pharmacy herbal shops e wo nkronkro ahodo no nyina mu okwa wo se metos Spanish SPARNIS anase de ade aduro no kire no wobetimi atwa mfoni na free TV no so na wo de kọ baby a wo kwakoto aduro no ye yima won so ana de atoto won ahwe se eye no ana na aboa ama hoden aba nipaduam wo abrochire na ope bia 0244 642 890 WhatsApp and now we Ghana hana ne Dr. Bedin Koma na wo abrochire mpo person Dr. Bedin Koma 0266 11 41 11 menim sa obenu medroi na ebeboa wo a wonyare no nom na hodaso ene bema medino as usual eye ohima sachiwa ahwene pa nyame ya adomo a yebesan ahia bio.
atena se busu for me da se so afidie ne da so da wo TV XYZ yes as you live or power 97.9 information centers ahodo including Mesisi Maso Information Center Olu Information Center and information centers ahodo a wa Ghana fa na nyina ne radio stations a moji dwumadie afa TV stations ahodo a mo fa dwumadie wo Ghana fa na nyina yɛda mu nyina mase ne wiase afa na nyina yɛda mu nyina mase honorable Ebenezer Kwakwado member of parliament Madishewo Esutifi North honorable Machia Kwama. You're looking sharp this morning. At the suit he says I mean Omaya Appointee Omobia or Kona Juma one bonus suit Ghana and Tadi Daben Ambashe.
So
I know. And then dear Naba.
And then the entire Mashi suit and say me tie me regional minister designated chi. And then our ban veteran.
Two look sharp.
And he say me there one first run coco tie na chi. And he yama me sister Charity Gardner. Memano congratulations in advance. Na said the what we are seeing in our no man so many me followers I see. You see I make say me 1.4K live TikTok.
More fire.
Me TikTok followers and me Facebook followers and me followers nyina madam was say mo follow me nim say XYZ today said the bia age edin no
yeah
Ebenezer nso so match say me buy XYZ ya na mo hu say ma ba studio a
yeah
amansa nyina eti no mo hwe
yeah
and intimo nso so mo follow and vetting no said the maka say my sister me mama me former regional women's organizer Charity Gardner
yeah
ba vetting no aman hene ene mpanyimfo a ifra Sutifi North betai na chi nyina so mama kwaba enim say dwumadi no bekwa wiye no na de ye hwehwe no yensa aka
metiase na ene de na wo hwe anim se besi wo hwe line up na wutu se wedie atwawuro fo pa na eba dwumadi ya say free honorable Rashid Pelposo Ekosi Mutala Mohammed honorable Samuel Nate George honorable Gardner Charity Gardner honorable Joseph Bukari Nikpe honorable Kofi Idi Adams wutu say yes ene de etata so and then our expectations saying
Kwame enye official but ye hwe nipa dodo a ne omo wo se omo ba vetting na men ka se e official but said the adwuma city no in fact likely say e bia na adjournment abom I may imagine na mechiri because nipa no to so we hwe adwuma appointment committee no yeah uhu ne say brainim but brewum pa
e de na ma brewum
minia say obi betena faako atoto nipa mako nwotwe say ya ka say ye ni nyina prekopa Ghanaians might not know the competencies yenim so omu nyina no nipa John Dramani Mahama ehwe omo nkrata mu hu say omo CPC ta adwuma no betimaye but ye we di amagana for so hu say nipa ye betoto na no omo ewonim dia omo betimi de aye adwuma no enu nti o say ye magana fo hu enipa e wo omo munum yie said the beya obi abi hu say adwuma na ye de hye omo nsa no omo but say ekoba say ye ni nyina atego a question bi a obi pese obusa magana ni bi a o hye Sutifi North ehun say no yi a nipa di ba ye no e kire say nipa no
wonyini say ebreya wo ka wan asemi members of the committee ni bi and akofa ato omo so I mean me kasa in line with the kind of questions ye to the man nominees no wonyini say questions ni na yes our platform no and I was say ye no and I say sa platform no na wo say ye bisa ebi mu kra fili say as a bi mo use platform no say what they settle either political score and not personal scores.
It could be a perception out there. Personally, so me share our sentiment, you know.
Yeah.
because some of the panelists, Mimi who say, or more line of questioning, the time our more etiki ede ebusan semno, ayana atraso. Mean to me mention names, but you know, you who enti see a bit to me avertisa nipa yabo mudi na a bit jinasa adians, but and also can who be na me within me who say Sasania man obekoswa a likely say to me in winning.
But I know man yet to be ma so yet to be man embrace, yet to be to us to the sense a man for Edomonse the chairman of the appointment committee. So one on a chair you made you know. One the beti mahwe a guide a man near a quay no atoye.
No cre major my appointment committee chairman honorable are here for major needy. And he said the medical kind no. Or who quite say questions nibi or or then a nice form say way dear, me my quine.
Not Joe Wise here. I didn't want to be here.
The entire me means to see mono on person obey and answer or je nipana or to who in some nanonidi. And no matter question I will be busanono when him say a perfect answer will be provided. But in consideration of time duration, you know, me free say it's about timer and never be why I was say ordinary form na uchaso.
Makasase much the pain.
Well, yeah, raise on the other side. Share it me and any this.
Niaman for can social media what
be a cost
because
social media.
What you move from what the end there may assure so.
Bravo, be a cost social media via no Parliament House your monitor. You panic crater from why you.
Okay, so the bena mubeti a man for suffre.
You tear a man for suffre, but said there a man for penal say a bit, you know. A biana ain't ye no no. I say, Ubitima Busa will be asem. The way you want the person to answer, no, Ubitima answer the same question in other way round. And ye Gana for asem pa name ebi I said you more per se and Kayeti no and no moon, but Bibi or more can be ano, ye tear idea, Juma.
Ghana for some more majority for me weak, more mre. Matrama, Dom Kuma for no. I share for so. So much Rasha be your fina bosso to the sense and ra almost sorry gina one no more casano. Now I say more numbers be almost debating a stop the approval of some of the ministerial nominees, you know. But in terms of numbers, almost number now must stop, but their case was made.
Rakwame, the American say Ghana for nya majority no mu gidi no mu nya abotre nsem ni bi ho a wo mu say for now utie the minority micro minority honorable Afenio Markins e ka say on pesa micro no but enra on the floor of parliament ono I refer to omo minority side no as micro enti with that no minim say wa my green light is afi the timika with the micro minority no. Now, NDC is in government, and we need to make sure say government business koso.
Yeah.
John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, or forming a government. So, as majority, we have to support the president to form his government. Now, what the kind of appointments nibi? Omo appointments ni na some of them have taken office. They are members of parliament. They definitely know. Your sitting says appointments now why you no more your number no so atikakra. We have appointments committee. The time appointment committee vetting no. Concurrently, parliament so was sitting. Members of the appointment committee are members of parliament. And it is almost free more number no so ati. Your friends of the committee. Obi oha they said the name regional minister designate Oba Betting. Mekwa kotai na chi. Tama ono ye ne vetting no. Me a member of parliament, but me wo appointments committee vetting na say. I wouldn't be in parliament. So time na attendance on your taking or committee na say we. And looking at sa instances we nyina no. saa nipa we nyina ekwa other functions to support the appointment of or the vetting of president's appointment no ebema the numbers are majority no above from and per our standing orders and in terms of quorum to take certain decisions, especially with the approval of vetted nominees, you need certain number. And this minority no ho, na majority no ho. For now, minority no are they up to the number I was seeing and sani etimi approve. And this sorry so kasana one ye banta. You know they can work out. Omo epieko na ka yen number na ho na. Constitutionally, Emram Maho can say, yetimi approve sa vetted nominees. And they say, Yala or mono ekasa, or mimi who say, in quote, a cantata, or more active in the way they could. Because Omo Ankasa Omunim say she was nippy or more razier, and yet the responsibility of Parliament, so Mokoya Sergeman. Especially when I know the Omo Beka Ablikuma
North there no
Ablikuma North and your parliament
also no Ablikuma North no government business
you see and Omo Pekwan Bia Faswa frustrate the formation of government Yura Mahama Epesoye. We won't give them that opportunity. We have to for now.
How are you showing say more opportunity no based on the identify no and I've also sat here and I've identified same say eyomo kwan yomo faso e dia frustrated jo ma ban na wo hihye no e dia na mo ya mo de kire Ghana for no munya gidie wo mu say mu si sa adwempo no ho kwan
eno na ya abeduru ne ya government appointee bia anya kwan
which is
starting adwuma ya approve wo munyina
which is e dia de na mo ya
by allowing them to act in the way they are acting.
Wow.
Yes, you're a leader or you're strategic. And you're ninishia, sebi, only will be we are tolerating them. We are giving them the space. Once they are micro minority, we have to give them the space for now because Obi Oha obese yetene nka so no so parliament and in the preparatory stage now no 1 month into governance ye pese omonkro for so tese almost so parliament hobi after formation of the government when developmental agenda na Yura Mahama ehihye ya enunti Ghana for the mandate na ma no ye start say ye di to form a they will know say empire majority
messages ahodo aba me kin kan kakra we say on behalf of the aggrieved National Democratic Congress Grassroots, I write to show our displeasure to the current happenings in Parliament. The victory and trust the Ghanaian electorate reposed in our party to give us majority seats in Parliament at recent elections was to help us effectively and efficiently reset the country that was badly governed by Akufo-Addo Bawumia administration. Ghanaians saw how frustrating it will be for John Mahama to reset the country, taking a clue from Appointee Markin's intransigent stance at the last days of administration, failing to build consensus with our MPs back then. To prevent this, Ghana formed a 2/3 superior majority in the chamber. However, it looks to us, the grassroots, as our MPs are still in a state of jubilation and do not see the need to appear in chamber to help us ensure government businesses go through. And almost a more mrasebegefio. Ye remo numbers here, the mamu ya. Tama na mu opposition. Mo se bebia boma. Appointee marking hunu kaye. Samo ba be mu. Ye be hunu se mu nyina mbetra. Eye no na ebe mu ya na.
Na be bra kwa me no na ebe mu no. So statement already is here na anipa event in the
every Ebenezer Mensah or your branch secretary ewa Memphis Western region.
Ebenezer me bona baso waya de. This is how democracy thrives. Na the okan no the emide wo mu say said there be a government business be den. Ebekoso. And in my earlier submission no me ma clue say our posture now is allowing government business to thrive. You hear say you perform government,
but the optics are not
now
good.
when you talk about the optics,
I'm not for
the amount for any
yeah.
but we need to get Ghana reset. And they are so hence and a free finance ministry, but you can see say a reset agenda no. Yeah, started. Ghanaians are being relieved of certain burden as a result of the action. Abandadana Juma was said to Hono, Eddie Adeswa Beswa Ghana. But because we have been able to appoint a competent finance minister, now you push now, Amaya Kwamaya approve no, and was started here, Jumano.
Okay.
A Jumana was started here, no, and CCA, no, so her agreement our my sign almost 2.8 billion.
$2.8 billion.
Yes, debt.
Relief,
Biaba. So that is what Ghanaians are looking for now. I would say, me my grassroots member pen. I share the sentiment of Minua Ebenezer. My name Krano. Sometimes Ayana and Kayen yo form where ye pese and never be where aggressively no. Ye using na ye de achieve ye aim. But at this stage, we cannot achieve government business by being aggressive. And to omunya botrema or Mahama na point is na
I don't think say a aggression no more free. Some will show a bit of firmness. Some will be down when you are if you be say numbers now ye demand no and one rush be if you I
don't think I made kind Emma the breakdown of why main justify say a yes membership no be brave. Me I haven't absent myself from Parliament. If we say start here, but to say the American and they say here enipa men watching Parliament be veto no. Automatically those 7 or 8 appointees into me matching baho. These 7 or 8 appointees, obia so say sector minister be and as a regional minister be ba. The region is made up of constituencies. So the constituencies na MPs would want to go and support the nominee at the vetting room. And you will say omo vetter nipa be 6 penny busa question no. But table ni hu nyina omo mte ho ne MPs.
Now go support no ya na omo to ade adwuma pa no mudie.
You know enka
meanwhile only akono so obe vetting no ode ne hu nipa so bae.
Yes.
It's more become na agide.
Also,
I'm up for questions. I mean,
it's true. You are asking,
nothing
asking a legitimate question. And today, I'm saying, a man for not to say, or your original minister never veteran, or ne MPs, any DCs never hear Jumabu. Constituencies, any districts, development projects be a bebahono. The original minister will be the supervisory body, the regional coordinating council, they will be the supervisory body. Until we are all stakeholders. And I had to say, Omampanyi Eko baby. Na sa region Omampanyi kono ne MP se was our region num akwakushia Omampanyi. Sanet is a sign say nipa na oba no. Mo ne ne beye adwuma, mo agyenatum.
Na vet me bo vet na senkwa na ye betima kire say oh nipa wo ba no yere ebibia kire say ye ne be ye adwuma
bra kwa me there
say we show solidarity no kwa and na betima use dia e dia indicate say the oba no ye ne be ye adwuma bom
onim we some part political. You can imagine say you find say Ashanti region me mfa half for region Ashanti region na yenu ya nwako hene eba vetting na Ashanti region MPs no eso omo ba betai nachi na constituency baako MPs ono de womba. You can see the narrative I be from ho na che say MP no na regional minister no kra ha no tawantawa obehu say e be create some vacuum branch level constituency level enti ebema adwuma no, but when the solidarity is there you can see say enya kwa say Omampanyi Mahama yɛde ne si akonya so no amampanyifo bebree eba senka nye ehonkwan na be kire sɛ ɔmo ne Mahama be adwuma but ɔmo ba ama ɔmo sɛ ampa ɔmo agina to
but reality ne sɛ ɔmo time ma mrase bedwafie a ɔmo fa no ɔmo dɔso ɛya na ɔmo nyinaa na ɛya na a covert in Jumedi Nazi.
And to the Meccan or platforms, you know, say the NDC majority MPs, you know, let's make it a habit, say, Yabeko chamber when we are not on another assignment. Genuinely, Mitmaka said there are people Ebia Samreno na Omuni vetting committee room now my engaged, but let's prioritize our activities.
Munuanom United States of America. Also, you're vetting Korea. We show Mudi and I me who be bizarre. Say senators Ebia JFK and ye vetting. Say was a nipa guocho na the Hong Kong for guocho. Me won't say any be. Is it the case of Omunani in terms of democracy? China, etisana.
Kwame, mean to me, emfa Ghanaian politics and to American politics. And I know you're US.
So much any part to say.
No, but almost systems say any senka.
I thought that your monoma ye de yam fatu.
Say Trump deporting Crawford. He sank you a bit more deport to be, but could deport na hade. And systems no equal.
Material can I say? Message will say Kwame, the honorable's explanation is dead on arrival because with our numbers, even if 40 members are with the appointment committee and other businesses, we should still control Parliament. We should rather call on his colleagues. No, I see, he should rather call on his colleagues to come to Parliament and work for government. Commander Yenzu and the way free Pristia Huni Valley constituency.
Yeah, so Commander message by CCI, no. Say uti me last submission I make I say your members now a drew sitting ayana or more abonting not engaged. They should try as much as possible say or mobile. Me I can't speak for a fact say all the members who might not be available in the chamber at the time I hear omono that time no or engaged, but the little explanation I can give for maybe certain understanding and I'm the man, but notwithstanding, we should be because we were voted as members of Parliament in the year, and the chamber is a gathering to sometimes approve or affirm certain committee decisions.
Yeah,
and the medebe for minuano say at the time a committee be antena say your members no. We should try as much as possible. I told them to me say majority ship or shipo yemra ni nyina no
na just a majority whip ye na djuma
or ye na djuma kama
tie na manfo ntie
mintimi nka say tie no omunti
na ne hede
so
wo whip na nkofo ma hede.
So what I'm saying is said the grassroots no hwe free ho no.
Yeah,
let's all make it together say for the optics we satisfy their demands. Na ye nyina yentimi measure committee one say obi te say minua fellows of Fusukuachi.
That's right.
Say baby o mampanyi be nanti bia one no nenam. He is a member of Parliament. You might not see him at the vetting committee room, and you cannot see him in Parliament because President and no equal assignment. I'm not justifying the numbers are emano. I'm only trying to give some few explanation to why some people might not be able to come. But in no, if you say you super majority no, we have to exhibit that. And I'm promising your grassroots they should help us to approve president nominations. Na mahama the person was started unya nenkrofo or new mobile. Almost started so more year Jumana, they can see the actions of Parliament.
So say when you're marking Ekwama NDC for NDC MPs are umunya appointment. It's on Ekwama Omwana.
Oh, after I think sir, he only wants his voice to be heard. Sometimes I say me hun say even Parliament cry no tembia or person okasa and also okasa more. It's because he wants to talk.
And your party no national so yes sir.
Or a micro minority leader. And as a micro minority leader, say say obi wo issue bi kra or person can sometimes you route it through the leadership indeed normal so obekasa but ne kasa no enche bia Ghana for obi hu say kasa no emra no say o kasa no o kasa so let's accommodate him for now
adie ne besia ebema ye hu say emra wo so kasa ne sabre edie ne besi.
I've already stated say now we are in the approval stage of president's nominee. Once we approve them, Ghanaians will know a different majority. For now, a diplomacy.
Interesting. Okay, also for now, a diplomacy. Young for my as a Yedis and community unafe about another very important conversation, which has to do with the agriculture sector. No, maybe Honorable Erikopoku revealing and saying and also. But quickly. On Vomawo and common course on Rano. Mitie Honorable Rocks and Eche da Fiamma leader. Anna order and it say. Eba se ye dia semno appointment committee na. On the agreement in Nakaka because assembly for omo ye vetino. Ena near Yatri number also. Also assembly for no. It yadintina mo assembly for mono mumbum and a moody assembly. A major concern. Ebi musu concern is send your normal sequoia na penyo creda and this empeniphobia. Omuye titruphobia or memoir. SNS any message. Enunti yenye bibian tentem na for my one patch on yen kono. Ebi mu say a daddy pefe say a jumana na omo dine this omo baba yeno. Enye no mum ye hunu ye. Ba ye hu an appointment committee na de no ohwehwa say Voma was said your kind of woody patch on yanko. Is that what you saw?
Kwame, my hunesa in the first place. So her post now. You knew of my warrior, you know. I want to say individuals, but these individuals come together to represent the appointment committee. And a denigration of the committee and by extension Parliament because Parliament the forming appointments committee chaired by the first deputy speaker and in such a post you cannot dissociate the committee and for that matter Parliament from and it was right to say omobema naba committee in any you know,
but said the bear obetimiama
more evidence if indeed what he alleges is true. So the committee has certain powers and it is based on that power and a committee inviting you. So the committee was working on the powers not as an individual. And me feel an invitation there many lawyer and to me I said legally it was right or wrong, but me free said that was how it's.
But the entire 2 years suffering no committee need to be nyai.
Well, he has apologized and even made a statement. Said there was a second issue which didn't come from his end. It was from a pro MPP platform.
MPP Project Bureau.
And now we know said the AI ne. Social technology edru no
fake news
etimi spread baby is here me mete here my victim because my Facebook obi atam me pictures e dey go create a different Facebook account or the frauding crowd and daily basis I get calls omo nim me no omo frɛ ebusasa say me say there be enyamia so this social media thing no sometimes say one you very careful the person the social media educating, informing, entertaining. No, someone might use that in a negative way to get you into.
From what the negative way,
I can say, sir, based on the because
maybe based on the explanation, was said as a political activist, near man for Kikano, and now who questions I would do abedru and all the question be said. What from him said a bear better come on. I'm yet me drill it down to Nienti amount for Genesa.
No, the explanation didn't go with the post for that at least, even though some of us are not lawyers, on the face of the information, we can rightly say, he accused members of the vetting panel, say, allegedly they are taking something before. One more bearding. And one more bearding, say you are talking about the entirety. To me, yes, selective.
Was that a question?
No, it wasn't. Well, there was a question mark, but from the question you can see it was a statement. And you wait me fano too, and that is why he was called. Send a question, our buy and Kobeka say a question or the two giant, then they should all answer the question. But in this case, he was saying, all that was coming to him, no. Let's say be a banho. And the corner about Hono, my young.
I didn't think I'm faith, you.
Or say,
I didn't think not when you, I didn't think young faith, you who had the crowd banning him.
That was what the committee was requesting, and looking at the legal counselor, no dinner chino. Me free say,
oh, really, one more. Is it not up in your marking as some of kind say, and penny for a war, expect to say, or manage situation. So you manage situation and no idea, and only say you better catch one patch on also and go.
So managing a situation can take a formal legal form, and I say, said the committee. Like I said, committee, certain powers. So on the powers vested in the committee, they can use their discretion to manage the manage we are talking about. So as to how the committee manages it, it's up to the committee. And now,
and only
management. Obia who say, Voma sebi, or boni trim no can't asem no. And it has cleared the name of the appointments committee and for that matter, Parliament.
But what about those who hold perceptions?
No, with perception there, you can never eradicate perception from the people's mind.
So my question is, the two Voma one. Etima paper perception beside everyone.
For me, Sena me join say appointment committee no mu nipa bi.
Yeah.
AGGB bi answer my approval. Wa beka say ono tete no tete no na chese woni fact bi so it's never true.
It's a clear perception. No?
Say media a clear perception say no the appointment committee are not doing that kind of act.
Very well. Okay, you move on now. You come for Busia Yene Honorable Ebenezer Kwekuado na member of Parliament Emma Adechewo Esutifi North Empeswa so abono nkron apa wosima aduanan. Enkomo baako ehia wosi edie eye niesi year 2019 farm equipment yede ba Ghana ha. Me so betima yi video no. Farm equipment yede ba Ghana ha under the previous administration Akufo-Addo Bawumia administration sabre no na akoto afiri ye ena agric minister ena sisi wono ye de mfidie yaba anke ye de be ma akuafo at a subsidized rate na ye je mfidie na si wa free 2019 ebe si sabre ya ye nya agric minister foforo wona pro bobu no okoto ye and he was bemoaning ne na akoso eno na nchen ensase ye agric nsase ye betimi dia ye agric normal ama ọman na tumpon no so ya tonto ama ye ho ama ya jefa ama offices and departments ahodo ehye agric ministry nase no ahokyere mu enomo Honorable Kwekuado sa situation wo hu ne sai
Kwame Nyankopon na ye nanase se ode NDC aban asan abetena konya so na Yura John Dramani Mahama wasama na be president na Yura Mahama ahu se Yura Rikopoku ebetimi aboa ama ne presidency no ayekra behwe. You see, Ghanaians didn't choose NDC just because NDC is a political party. They chose NDC because se Ghana beko nanimwa I just say NDC amanyoku. And Ghana for who say in terms of truthfulness, there is no political party that should be trusted other than NDC. And it is evident, say appointees are Yewura Mahama appoint omo say omo manage and also omo lead the research agenda no. These appointees are of great value and knowledge. So ohe enema akoso including Nungwa enema Europe Orikopoku akwa akuhu. A clear indication say Ghana former NPP a chance to continue their term. A bedroom rebino. Umpa woda so wa democrat no. Yebeka choice will be at 20 sorena bombefa. It's very sad. And Rami who news and in fact me say film here. Now it tells Ghanaians
where Nungwa livestock breeding station.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is a testament to Ghanaian youth who say they decided they omedi so. And with this, the Ghanaian youth must make it a standing order. Say 4 years you be renewing the mandate of NDC.
Wow.
Sure.
Because move reveal rota never
not rot. Yeba yema omu who say ade we ye wo de we say yema unya so mfa so.
Ye wa mehu na ne kra ne say. I mean, for instance,
look at this.
No, Mathieu Honorable Erikopoku, what we invite to say Ora Emrem. Okay? Ora Bebem. Ya de Bekwa to Attorney General him. And the answer me Ghana near. Me pese me hunu say no. And conform me do man yi bone no. Ya twa ma so de na ense me nkran say mo bedi asem ya chia me akodu sam pempen so no.
Brakwa me say ye oko enuma kurumu a yensesa prebu okwam. In the first place, the minister ama ye hu say ajapade bi wo ho a eba wo Ghana dimu a MPP aban a atwa mu no omo ama Ghana fo anya so mfa so wama ye hu no kra na ya hoto so say MPP fo no mo di Ghana fo abro. And now the akane say why and I den na den na say dey hwan.
No correct.
That is when documents and all materials are a bit to me implicate the person involved in this no about bedamenti enya wan wase wa frɛ oral team no because the oral team will go to the extent of getting facts and evidence to support any criminal prosecution. Samre no na senkrata ni bibia ba abonten a se attorney general ntu ho na mo Ghanaian youth bit maka se anhoboba Ghana for the boy say o ye ba ye beji we ni aye we no in fact ye ntimi anye
but for now you guarantee ye dey
ye guarantee ne say we have uncovered an act e bit maka se J Ghana for ahotoso ofiri o monsem through the agric ministry. If one way or the other side way also certain cost to the nation and NSSA cost we can base on that and charge for causing financial loss.
So in the case of tractor and Kitengete bibi sabit baba causing financial loss.
Meet me nyina fidie so nkasa depending on the
but on the face of it no one say and the 2019 and ye dey go na gather dust is you to ane togu so
and the Kwame
yes
so we tractors yi nyina sam re na ba no 6 years new
yes
and 2024 na MPP aban so no na ye 5 years
hwede akonya na ye
sure enti o de oman sika
muno tia wo hwede akonya na ye
Kwame areho o de oman sika akọ krasa anema we nyina the taxpayers money o de akrasa anema we nyina in the name of agriculture. Subsequently, and I said the final beneficiary was the taxpayer. But all the taxpayer sika akwa krasa nema we aba. Ono so awa mananya hon faso. Say you can say you be put two machines we into good shape. It needs another cost.
That's right.
So based on this, me lawyer, but based on this, me assure say Attorney General can hold certain people responsible.
Why was he hold on?
The Agric ministry that was headed by the former Agric minister. afiri akoto me free say bit match na bam including the chief directors or mo ho ni nyina o mo hwe say technical advice ya na so o mo de ma implementation ni bibia akoso no me sure say they can all be called
and also screens are not just tractors so plowing machines ne evidia hodo a yedi ekua.
Meanwhile oba ahafo region your farmlands bebree people were ready to work. Me constituency okoba bi te say Gambia, okoba bi te say Gomu zone, okoba bi te say Obin Krom communities na ewo ho ebi dua kakadro oba sutifi south a kakadro ya de omudua ho pa. Me free say sanema we nyina no could have helped improve the farming activities of these indigenous people. Enti say what the musica akoto ade say the brema ma me de ayadwuma na ade kro na me say the brema no wan farm remi a na che say wa boma bro wa fa kwan bi so ahye misika enti wa hye o man sika so me ni doubt say sa de ya ye hu ha yi the attorney general can launch a prosecution, a criminal prosecution into it.
And you know, wabra no kasa say irrigation ya dia ebe hia man sabre ya climate change wonsem no ache da koye ade hia pa no. Oto so kasa look Paulugu dam yi say aya koto ye sika egu kwa no. E say baby edru no ehu be hia kra bo say ye be kwa kope sika foforo. Ne de ya be hye dwumadie ni nyina se foforo because sabre ye kasa contract na down no ye to aso a enye it according to Honorable Erikopoku ye twam
bra Kwame so help Palugu dam ya ba womia na nka opega na so adiri ma ye nya nte se omo awi kra in one of the speeches I will make you baby o ma ye nya nte se Palugu dam no kra no ashas but later osan ekojina campaign platform say they would complete the Palugu dam. And so no more we the admin said there was certain money sunk into the completion. But what Sinkisika Ramu na si antimi and complete now it means you were untruthful. And Palugu dam no in as much as ebe boa wana or more hono. Meji say Honorable Erikopoku ebe one area obaman eni akoho. But as to say yetwam and I say ya terminate contract no me free say it will not have any legal implication a nice
mama wontie ne justification ni entia wo ka say ehu be nya say contract no ye betwam na ya hye bibia se foforo me so obetumi ne video na to so MC we dey me say mategmo on away but okay any that's no fantastic yeti on abo Erikopoku wabra no dance
The Palugu project was awarded on contract for completion within 4-5 years at a cost around 993 million Ghana cedis, $1 million, almost $1 billion. The project was to solve 3 critical challenges. 1, to provide irrigation facilities for farming. 2, to provide power, hydropower, to augment whatever we have in place to generate power for Ghanaians. And then 3, to help address the challenges from the Bagri Dam spillage. The contract was awarded. Ghana government was to pay $56 million under the contract as mobilization to enable the contractor mobilize to site. Almost $12 million was paid, but no work was done, and it's like the contract is in a limbo. What we will do is to terminate that contract immediately. We'll terminate the Palugu contract, look for a contractor, look for funding, and then immediately ensure the execution of the project.
Wouldn't that amount to judgment that being awarded against the state?
What judgment debt are you talking about? A contract has been awarded. You've not done the work. You are supposed to mobilize to site. You didn't go to site. So what judgment debt are you talking about? Anyway, before we terminate, you know it will not be done here. We'll refer to the Attorney General's Department for his advice before the contract is terminated. But we.
Okay, Honorable Eric Kopoko, no, Minister for Food and Agriculture, no, what's in the Kasana? Yes, Attorney General Bebem. But listen to that argument, you know, make it, you know. Yeah, this is come out. Kwaye Ejuma. Ejuma no so one year. It is here, you terminating contract now. Judgment date has been now.
And the Kwame said, "Meka, no, be free say, and no ana, Honorable Dr. Eric Opoku, no, because Meka say, enya any legal implication, but from the explanation,
which he acknowledges,
sure,
but then again says, say, ye the Ejuma mount, Sika mount, Ejuma ni yehu,
and I meba hui, and from ne statement now make here, no,
yeah,
that's even the contractor has an obligation to even refund Sikana Yedema, because mobilization, HS Sika Yedema was for Sophie, and was second, and away Fako site, Fako share you must say. Yet the amount, that's when demand for feed the uncle, good side, and we say, Okra, serious, to say, you man obey dear. Sikan never say, because Samre no be a Yedema will be a Kawaii Jumana group upon Sobi. So he's all right to say, sir. Obey abrogate contract, no. But he went on to say, Ebeko Attorney General. So I'm sure the right thing will be done by this NDC government and the Agric Ministry headed by Eric Opoku.
All right. Messages are hold about making kakra function away every car fuel floss was okay. I think it's on the other issue. I remember we waiting here. But Felix Kweku say, I see the strategy of the NDC MPs. The calculation is that 187 NDC, 83 MPP equals 104 surplus for NDC. The right time of counter on MPP will surely come. Upon market will soon lose steam and look irrelevant. It's a matter of time, Ghana for. Paul Casey and so say Kwame, many of us are deflated at the behavior of the NDC members in Parliament. What's going on? How on earth would NDC members descend on their own just to please Anodompre, a guy who not too long ago insulted JM and also can many be NDC for the ama omo amoto no. I'm sure it's got to do with Hardcastle at 7.
Sure.
And they said the argument in this here. The other way chat to Wabra didn't come on Ebana. I'm sure you would want to react to some maybe a man for raising.
Oh, Kwame, I will not react to support base or more issues or more raising. If you say your genuine concern, because or more atuaba massively at the Ama and DC, until we have no excuse. Say Rebecca say yen show one munyam, but the American children say and munyam shano and I show mono. Just that we are faulted in a way in the optics and newer. I say in whose numbers no, but me say me assure me say the akoso in the few days, you know, because in the few days because 4 years we need John Mahama a promise say within some number of days or best set up ne government machinery in the Keka Hunina. I was say a boanuma or achieve sa purpose no. And notwithstanding the members now or more we have to be diplomatic in such a way, say, appointee BIA ya veteran no Parliament ebetimi approve no without because ye delay obi there and the process has to start. Process necessary start entry say through the approval stage. Now, unfortunately, some of the members of Parliament are not in chamber. We have to remain calm, be diplomatic for our people to get approved. Say, I approve Honorable Eric Opoku, I approve John Jinapone. You see the magic they are doing.
Yeah.
Before say Ghana for more fanche say Sana Koso, but it is in the interest of John Mahama's constitution of the government. Yeah, assure Ghana youth and it will be or to Obama NDC, including MPP for our Mabeka say ye be jumana mo money aso. Na say ye medema samu to no ye appointments are John Dramani Mahama aye ni nyina. I can say he has confidence in Ghanaian youth. And to youth no say udi NDC achia emo abamu at this level because the NDC government now and the NDC government yaba going forward, you be making sure say we strengthen the spine of Ghana with the youth, because a youth and CCA ye majority and the yebekano and Ghana for eti say ye two and amona near who say ye the Jumedi Ashe John Dramani Mahamansa, and in his own wisdom he has seen say youth I want the power mu.
Yeah,
maybe a youth and many appointments no be brave. And if you listen to the answers they give during the vetting now, ultimately say they possess knowledge and wisdom or more edibable ama the research agenda no I atimi I crabbe.
Emerson Walker says so MPP for no do na joining NDC. Here can say latest information in Yacha say former MPP MP Emma Lower West Achim Honorable Gifty Clenham. Wabeka NDC ho. Whatever way mommy.
Mrs. Say no many NDC among your and na ekodom. Enti media sedama MPP. Ewo akwenya de mame na me so party no so. Media sedama wo. They say my new family and in moving forward. Me political life. Me pursue the next phase, I want me with NDC. And my constituency now is our constituency. And me person me fan to Ghana phone name. Any NDC phone na me DwaboAse already normal Jimmy awa we two kese pa and no ma shisha niema ama bia akoso. Intino NDC party ni na me DwaboAse. Me gidi say akwenya omdi amame a o ma Jimmy no experience ame wo any bibia ame wo me ba beboa grassroots no especially na nyame adom omso matimi afom tamapa efra no manya gidi o makasa mu nipa num se yeso ye bi ya besom ne yeso ne yenyani Ghana no the potential to grow na ye youth no.
Okay, it's the Honorable Gifty Clenham former MPP MP Edema Adeshewo Lower West Achim so on the NDC never nante. But saying about to have me away. Nada. Bien na ekos wono.
Bra Kwame. The edikan no. The metimi aka and say yama me na kwaba.
Okay.
Yama na kwaba because politics is about numbers. And to one the dom nyina meka NDC ho. But me ya say ya to abawi na John Mahama former government na oba. Because time an ye campaign no me gidi say na ye ka no kwasem bi kire Ghana for samre no na nka so oba be ka sampa de NDC for onye late.
Okay.
Why late in some aspect?
Okay.
Because they all kind nyina no me gidi say the Ashanama wababeka NDC ho no na wo hu dada ewo MPP mu but because MPP was in government she thought satam no umia na no na omo and go on with the agenda. For now Ghanaians has given the agenda or has renewed the mandate of NDC by giving NDC the opportunity to serve. And wabaye manakwaba nemum media yempanyimfo na ewo soro ho no me fa fidie so na matwe mo adwen asi so say grassroots no hweye ya ye wa ha no because obi edi achi ekonante kwayem obi di achi efa ensuom obi di achi efro kama ne tehwe obi di achi ema motobo no obi di achi ama ebi kura wo kofie no wanya aduane ani because ni nabusuani bi so ye NDC ni abusuani nyina ye MPP ono na ye NDC nti ama na aduane ani sa nipa no e de ya betina konya so we shouldn't forsake those people for omo a omo free MPP mo ban ne eno de emegina fidie so aka se
ade na identity na mafo ba on
eye MPP MP wa enjoy 8 years of Nanado rule na Ghana fo hu se na wo ka ho bi no ya mia wo mo ndi agimanded na free nsem e de ama NDC na se sa nipa no yema no be di animu se wa convert abeka ye ho e de a edom na e wo fom ho a ɔmo mandate free baako na waba num no saa dɔm no be free achi
matedi okano honorable Ebenezer Kwakuadro yeda asipa ene obrene adaje awanyama Reverend Sheldon Henson also for Royal House Chapel International wa join your Facebook a wo hwe wo say ezu na o say Kwame o guest no wakasa ye papa great show so yeda mu nyina ma say ne mo brene madaje amunyae na mo di show na chi kan say appointment committee ni dwumadi a wodi ni ne no live wo Power FM TVX1Z haya na ne yentena sabre de DwaboAse no asi yeba yeba call Parliament. Bye bye.